I didn't even say anything this time.
Hi, your neighbor. How are you?
Yo, did you just home improvement me today?
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy.
This is why I didn't even bother saying anything. Because I knew you was going to come with some straight nonsense.
And the fact that you knew his home improvement was
just hey neighbor. Hey neighbor. That's all we need.
I was going to get a hat, but I was like, nah, I'm doing too much. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy, Vernon Somoza, the wrestling opiner here on the Sandbox Podcast Network. Shout out to the big boss, man.
Shout out to
We
him.
are the Pay Window Podcast. This is episode 39.
Damn.
39.
78 weeks.
On? My guy, my brother, Frank Champion. I want to get right into it. What is happening with you?
Oh, you got to touch your tip.
Sir.
Wow. Touch it. I'm good, sir. I got my Briscoe shirt on today.
Shout out to the Briscoes. Rest in peace.
I feel like this might be my third time on the podcast wearing it, but I just grabbed a random shirt. I got my closet.
I got on the real world champion.
Harley Race.
Shout out to Hardcore Chocolate. You already know.
Hardcore Chocolate.
Yeah, man. T-shirt company. They do a bunch of stuff for the legends. I love their stuff.
I thought it was an old catchphrase or something. I was going to
tell
you.
No. Japanese wrestling T-shirt company.
Okay, awesome. So tonight, Vern, it's a special night,
bruh.
It's not just us two in the booth tonight.
It is not just us two. Back by popular demand.
Oh, I like that
by
one.
Popular demand. Oh yeah. A good friend of ours.
A friend of the show.
Thank you. Yeah, there we go. Friend to the show. Friend to the show. None other than the professor of pro wrestling. What's going on?
Bring him in.
Bring him in.
Round of applause when he comes in. Ready? Here he is, the Professor Ian J. Round of applause. They used to do that in school, right?
There it is. Round of applause.
Wow.
No, what's going on, Professor? Friend of the show. What's up, bro?
You guys are wearing your shirts. I'm wearing, of course, rest in peace to my boy Scott Hall.
There we go. Big up. That's a fly shirt. I like that shirt.
That is dope.
That's a dope shirt.
That guys last forever. I mean, great to be back. I mean, as you see, Wembley in about 11 days.
Yeah.
Wow.
The biggest event in wrestling history. I wouldn't call it wrestling, but it's something. But,
so at this, it's safe to assume, right, that Wembley has become that's the draw 4 card, right? That's like you go split the table in half. You're gonna split it. You're playing Big Whist. Yo, this Big Mama right here, like this big
whatever,
right here, like
whatever the most powerful Yu-Gi-Oh card is, that's what that is right there.
This the Silver-eyed dragon card, whatever. Just bow.
Exodia.
Wembley, Exodia. Wow, your nerd is showing.
Whoops. Say Yu-Gi-Oh! So I'm like, Exodia.
Bro,
I just know the show.
What's going on, man? What's happening? How's wrestling been? How has it been treating you?
I mean, I just finished watching Dynamite, so
how'd that work out for you?
Jeff Jarrett won the Texas Deathmatch Massacre Championship. So I don't know about you, but I think he is still the king of the mountain. Can we cue Jeff Jarrett's music, please? Can we cue?
So
Jeff
here's the
Jarrett's
question:
music,
What is the mountain though? Right? What mountain is Jeff the king of at this point? Oh. Is it a mountain of trash? Is it a mountain of stinky diapers? Is it a mountain of used car parts? What is Jeff the king of the mountain of anymore?
I have no idea, but why'd they put a belt on him tonight?
Firstly, do you know when Dynamite took place tonight? In Nashville, Tennessee. I'm sorry, the place of the Asylum. I'm sorry, TNA. I'm sorry. Any more questions? Are any more silly questions here? Thank you. Any more silly questions?
Any more? You know what's sad though is I truly believe that's actually what Tony was thinking to himself. He was like, "Oh, the Asylum era, you guys would be awesome. We had an Asylum era type of match where it was poorly lit.
Why'd you have to do
that? You could barely make out anything that was happening, and somehow Jeff Jarrett wins. It feels like the Asylum era all over again.
Oh my!
And that was the best era.
Red lights and all.
Bring back the Midget Killer.
You guys are making my head hurt.
From 2002, yes, the first couple episodes of Impact of TNA.
God, yeah,
yes,
Lord.
Bring back the Dub Cup. Bring back real wrestling. Thank you.
Oh my God.
Bring back face/heel Jeff Jarrett, please.
Yeah.
Yes,
that's a thing.
Yes.
That's you know what? You know what? Talk about face slash. That is what we're currently experiencing, is it not? With all of AEW, is me going, what are we? Who's a face and who's a heel?
It's really great to watch wrestling and be confused. I love being confused when I watch TV.
Well, that's AEW in a nutshell. I mean,
80,000 people are coming for confusion, literally,
and we're all going to be there to witness it because it is what they call it, the biggest
event in wrestling.
I mean,
history.
we're gonna cover all that shortly. I'm trying to find something.
How weird is it, right? Though, that for some reason, being the biggest card, selling tickets has somehow equated to the show is going to be great.
It's not going to.
There's no guarantee. There's no guarantee in that.
Is it that the feeling you guys get though? Like I feel like the entire feeling online is just what doesn't matter. It's already the game's over. 80 tickets.
It could be 80,000 people booing you out of the stadium.
True,
but will they?
They won't. No, that place is gonna go banana.
They're gonna go banana no matter what.
But Eddie Kingston, of course, he came back. He came back. He came back in basketball shorts, by the way.
Yeah,
that's my type of superstar. That's my type of wrestler.
Hey, wait a minute.
I can be like that. I'm wearing basketball shorts in my house right now.
Hold on a second.
Eddie Kingston.
I personally feel attacked.
How?
I'm gonna show you why in a second. I feel personally attacked. Is all I'm gonna say.
I do appreciate that you're like, I'm wearing basketball shorts. I could be Eddie Kingston, pretty much.
Oh wait, no, I hit the wrong button.
You're probably in better ring shape than Eddie, but
I personally feel attacked. There's a pro. The kid I'm working next week. What am I wearing, Vern? Tell the people in the audio land.
We see here face to face, Frank Champion's pointing out to the crowd, talking his talk, too. But he has on a pair of basketball shorts.
Like,
ask me the brand. Ask me the brand.
N1. It's N1. It had to be N1.
Stop. Ask me the brand.
What brand?
N1. Ask me what store they've been purchased from.
Walmart?
Walmart, let's go. Ask me who purchased them for me. My wife had them on me. Let's go. That's it.
Yo,
basketball shorts for the win. Hey, look, I'll be New England Eddie Kingston.
That sounds great.
Are you the everyman? You're the everyman now?
Yeah, I'm a common man now. I slap hands with the fans, you know. I do my thing. So no, here, it's great. I had a perfect segue here, guys. We're going to segue from this. So I got a match in about 9 days. I've got to cut a promo for our good guy, Shay. This is why I wish he was on, because I was going to do this in front of all of us, right? So I've got to cut a promo. Do you guys happen to have about 2 minutes and 31 seconds I can borrow of your time?
Shoot.
So that kid you just saw in the ring, Ian's like, oh, I don't know. Let me hear what it is first. The kid that I'm going to work in 9 days cut a promo. And it's 2 minutes and 31 seconds long.
Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me.
I never said yes.
You're doing this to me. You want me to live react to this? Okay.
Yeah. Burns said yes.
I would love for you. I would love for you to live react.
Put me backstage. Put me backstage.
No,
right, here we go.
No, I need you front and center with me. I can't do this by myself.
All right, so let me give you some backstory.
Please.
I told you this on one of the other episodes, Vern. Me and this kid, Johnny Pierce, have been setting this story since September to work to this show here in August. So September of last year. He's been beating everybody, hasn't lost a match all year, has been beating everybody, right? The biggest guy in the company. I do commentary and a bunch of other things, and there's times where I've gotten in the ring and
By the way, this is the Tim Storm Tyrus angle.
Whoa!
Is it Tim Storm Tyrus? Yes, it is. It is Tim Storm Tyrus.
But Tyrus is the champ. This guy's not. This guy's just another.
Outside of the title, but like the idea of like you're the commentator and he's been calling you out for months, and finally he's like, "All right, brother, this is the final straw."
And then you went to Walmart.
Hopefully we're doing it better than them. Well, I mean, you've seen the brawl already. You've seen the brawl already, Vern. That's why I had the shorts on. I was ready for a brawl.
Yeah.
Come on now. I was pull apart ready. That's what that was.
Yes.
That's why I had the shorts on. See?
I made it work. Or mowed the lawn. I mean,
yes, that too. Definitely mowed the lawn.
Did you have on a pair of Air Monarchs?
No. I had a pair of. I think I had my J's on.
Oh, I was like, if you had on Air Monarchs, then yes, you were definitely ready to mow the lawn.
Yes, I was. No, so Where was I now? You guys are throwing me off now.
Explain about the.
So we had our pull apart. We had the
Yes.
pull apart. Yeah, we had the pull apart. So he now cut a promo because I called him out for August 25th, the big show there. So I'm gonna pull it up now. Let's see. Share this tab instead. And boom. Let's hit. What's wrong? Okay, boom. Here we go. Let's go here. Let's go here. Let's full screen it. You guys ready? The title of it. Can you read the title for it over here, Vern?
Hold on.
For the good folks on the audio land.
Johnny Pierce has a message for Frank Champion. The Cold Hard Truth has a message for Frank Champion ahead of the match.
Ahead of their match.
Gladiator Games on, and I'm guessing the date.
I'll hit you with the C more. There you go. Yeah, finish that. You got to get him with the advert.
Word. All right, then
you got to do the ad, bro. Go ahead.
At the Gladiator Games on August the 25th, tickets on sale right now. Reserve front row Golden Circle, $15. $15. Wow. General admission is $10. Friends, get your tickets early. We want to see you in the Golden Circle. We want to hang out with you. We want to thank you and welcome you to the Ring Gladiators event. How's that?
Wow. Thank you, Vern West. I appreciate it.
Hey, man.
Can't wait for your insane bag deal. Cannot wait. All right, here we go. Promo time. You guys ready? We're going to promo class.
Yes.
Promo class. Here we go. Oh, all right. Yeah, you guys are definitely getting muted. All right, absolutely. All right, here we go. Let me mute y'all. And here we go.
String bean can. Lex Lozano. Mike Grassa. Carlos B, who I beat twice. Aaron Kadamia, who I beat twice. Robbie the Giant, who I beat twice. And Barnaby Combs, who I beat 3 times. 7 men have all tried, and 7 of them have all failed. And quite frankly, my body count is starting to pile up. Guess I could make room for one more. Frank Champion. You're a good guy, good husband, good father, great wrestler, but you're a part-timer, and I can't relate. For some reason, you keep sticking your nose in my business. So I'm gonna boot you, I'm gonna slam you, I'm gonna spear you, and when I hit the run it up power slam, it'll finally be over for you. For 12 months, I've been putting New England Ring Gladiators on my back. Meanwhile, you haven't been relevant since last year's War Games match. So on August 25th in Fairhaven at NRG's Gladiator Games, it's not going to be me versus you. No, it's going to be you, Frank Champion, versus Johnny Pierce. And that's just the cold hard truth.
All right, hold on. Let me bring y'all back. Let me bring y'all back.
Okay.
All right, guys, we're back.
Look, I wish I was blind. I'm going first. Nope. I'm going first. Nope. I'm going first.
Hold on.
Oh.
So what did we just see? We just saw Johnny Pierce
I see
on Frank Champion.
Yep. As he was walking through a cemetery.
Yeah, he was walking through a graveyard, a cemetery.
It was black and white. It was black and white.
He showed all his opponents.
But
no, the opponents that were lined up, and he knocked down grave by grave. And then he called me out, right? He called me out. He said what he had to say about me. And he told me on August 25th, it won't be me versus you, because that's what I said in my promo. He said it'll be Frank Champion versus Johnny Pierce. Ian J, Professor, go.
I wish I was blind during that whole thing, but sadly,
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm sorry. I wish I was blind. That I'm.
That promo was great. Don't you do that.
He was talking in segments, and I felt like it was. He's like, I'm going to, and I'm not sure, but and those grades that you woke through, that's a lie. You're lying. I looked at the names. Those names you said, you're lying.
Why you gotta do that to him? Why you gotta do
That's
that
not
to
true.
him?
And then he's like, and then you're not facing me. I'm not facing you. You're facing me, but you're facing each. That doesn't make any sense. I'm blind. I'm good. Yep.
So
I'm all set.
So
Vern, talk to me.
Let me be constructive here because I understand he's here just wants to look. I get where there was a seed of a good idea here. Okay, I'll say that.
Yeah. Talk to me.
It was he did Pro Wrestling Promo 101.
Oh yeah.
You can't because listen. I can't come out and go, you're the worst, you're bad, you're trash. Because if you're trash,
you got to put your opponent over. Right.
So him starting off like it was cookie cutter, like 101. Make sure you're a good dad.
Yes,
you're a good worker.
Remember, this kid he's like 2-3 years in. Remember that.
So that's what I'm saying. I got the vibes of he's a rookie and he was literally going through it in his head. But like Prof said, I typed it in the chat. He talks in periods. Where he makes a sentence.
That's
he's
a
something
good
else.
One. I didn't see that. He talks in periods.
He says something else. Period. Like he doesn't get the full because so when he said before he did the whole he went into that second part of the promo. I guess
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like so when it flipped to color, I like the idea. I like the music.
No transition.
I
like the production.
Okay, but. Like I said, there was a germ of a really good idea here.
Yeah.
But
still looking for it.
Just like that line, right?
The end line.
Not because it's the Rorschach line from the Watchmen, right? I'm not. You all think I'm locked in here with you, and then he goes, "The truth is, you're locked in here with me." And it's like he's this killer who murders everyone in the jail because. Yeah. He's not right. Like you should be afraid because now I'm in here with you. So in his head, I'm sure that line was killer.
Yeah.
I have never comment.
Line was
never. I'm sorry. I want to add one more thing.
Please.
When he was walking through the cemetery showing all the graves of the people he defeated. Yeah, I couldn't unsee the high black socks and black shoes that he was wearing. That kind of I was like, oh,
were they black Air Forces? I think they were.
I don't care what they were.
No,
they weren't.
I don't.
Hey, black Air Force energy is different.
That's what I'm saying. If he'd have had on black Air Forces, I think it'd given him the look he was going for. They were just like a pair of like black Adidas, so it just wasn't.
Or Amazon slip-ons.
He looked like he came fresh out the gym. Was like, yeah, I got to cut this promo. All right, so
in the cemetery. Yeah.
I said, it had a germ of a good idea.
Yeah.
I like what he was trying to do. Maybe look, and if that's the best he could do, shout out to him. He's a rookie. Big ups to him, right? So I'm not going to poo-poo all over it and be like, well, it was the worst. That's why I'm trying to be constructive here. But
I'm being constructive too. It sucked.
If I could have sat him down and I said, boss, I'd have slapped him in the face a few times and be like, first of all, show real emotion. Whatever this like your movie because it's not a movie, right? It's not a movie. You're not reciting a script. You're just telling me how you feel.
Yeah.
And he was so robotic. And he named off things, and it's just like you're no. So it was fine because he's a rookie, but your response, what's your response going to be to that?
Okay, hold on a second.
Because you've got to sell me. You've got to sell me this match. Because at the moment,
I'll sell you the match.
Yeah, I'm not sold yet. Because I'm just like, okay.
I'm sold not to watch it.
See,
I'm leaving.
I wanted to ask you one last thing about this promo. I'll start with Ian again because I already know the answer to this one. If you had to, since you're the professor, if you had to give it a letter grade, what are you grading it?
Oh, F plus.
Golly,
no, okay, no. I'm sorry. Let me be constructive because Vernon's saying that I'm not being constructive. I'll give it a D minus. See, that's not an F. You're passing, you're not failing.
D minus. So he got a 66, a 65. If 65 is still
passing. Now Vernon's gonna give him a B plus because he tried.
You're being harsh. No. He gets a solid C plus. That's a solid
C plus.
C plus.
That's a C plus.
That's not bad. That is not bad.
The production was there because he could have shot this on his cell phone and he could have shot it on a selfie and be like, yo, So you
Holding
have
his
to.
phone
He put
like
in
most
effort.
dude cuts promos.
He
Yeah.
put effort into the promo. I'm not. I understand it. You want to poo-poo on it, but he put effort into the promo. He put some thought into it. It wasn't him just going out there, but he tried too hard. He tried really hard to be tough. He tried hard to be the bravado. And like I said, I think I would have just stopped camera, maybe slapped him once or twice, just be like, all right, bro, like loosen up, get a little loose, and you're not. He reminded me of Bad Luck Fale. He looked like Bad Luck Fale, right? With the sunglasses, like it was the Bad Luck Fale. It's just like
yeah.
But the thing is, you're not 6'7".
Yeah,
you're not this giant.
He's my height.
Samoan.
He's like 6'4" or something like that.
You guys are the same height, so instead of trying to pretend to be tough, just be whatever it is that's, I guess, behind the dark glasses and the black tee and the black shorts and the black pants, and you know what I mean. That's all.
He could wear the Mr. Hughes route and just didn't say anything and made that mean face.
So at the live shows, he has a talker. He has a manager. So that was him going out of his own way.
So
where the hell was that guy?
Like I just said, it gets a C+.
D-. Where's that guy? Where's that guy?
I think I'll be 100% honest with you. I think that was his first true attempt at cutting a promo at an opponent.
Yo.
Now you
cut out, boss.
You muted out.
Ian, you cut out.
Disconnected.
Oh, you muted out. Yeah,
bro. Yeah, and I can't unmute him. Can't unmute your guests because they chose to mute themselves. The mute button's right there on the bottom. Unmute mic right there next to your name. Click the microphone. Click it again. Okay, we can't hear you now at all.
Yeah, now you killed your mic.
Now his mic's out. Oh man.
All right, cool. Well, that must be it then.
All right, so
let's keep going.
What you say C+. While he gets that going, I'm not gonna cut you a promo, but I'm gonna give you the skeleton of my promo right now.
Where you at? Where you going with this?
So this was I gave this idea to Shay July 31st, and I haven't thought about it until now when I was like, damn, the show's in less than 10 days and I haven't cut a promo yet. We heard you. So the way I look at it is the way he's been at shows is he's been disrespectful. He's won matches and then he's beat the piss out of guys afterwards to the point where I've had to come in and intervene, right? That's the deal. So that's the reason why. Huh? Is it
Tim Storm?
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Without you knowing you're doing it, I'm serious. This is the Tim Storm angle. But they're doing it now. And you don't even realize that you're doing it.
We've been doing it since September. Yeah, we've been doing it since September of last year, of 2022. We started.
And I'm pretty sure since last year, Ian's Prof has been telling me like, yo, if I see Tim Storm get in this ring, I'm shutting off the TV.
It's happening.
Since back then, he's been like, because back then, Tyrus would come by and Tyrus would be like, I'm the real world champion. And Tim Storm was just like, I'm just a commentator. I'm not even a wrestler anymore. Why are you?
He's terrible at that too.
Why are you yelling at me? I'm just sitting here. Why are you yelling at me?
So at the shows, I do the timekeeping. To make sure the guys stick to the times. So that's where it was before they had lost the commentator. So then I started going to the commentary booth. So we started using that as a pilot to push the story because it's closer to the ring. You know what I mean? Sure. So that's how we were doing, and we set it up. I think maybe 1 or 2 months we didn't do anything, but there was always something subtle. Like he gave me a nudge once. Like I went to go check on a dude, and he pushed me on the way out the ring, and the fans were starting to see it. They started to notice it. Another time he just looked at me. I think he did one of my moves or something, and he looked towards my way while I was on the commentary booth. Then it went to that last one when I showed you the brawl, the pull apart. Like he kept calling me out, and I finally took my headset off, and it turned into the pull apart. So you saw his promo, right?
Correct.
I love it because you keep thinking of Tim Storm stuff.
Well, I keep thinking of the pull apart too, and remember that pull apart. I was
you were mad at the pull apart.
I was very mad.
All right, you see a C+ promo. What do you rate his participation in the pull apart? What do you rate it? Ian, you haven't seen it, so you can't.
I'm considering myself lucky. So
if you have to give it a letter grade, I was trying to get him to engage more.
Yeah, it's a C. It's again, he's a rookie. It screams green. It's just green all over. Yeah. Like you know what? I'll describe it to you, Ian. Legit. It looked like he was afraid to hit Frank. It looked like he was afraid he was going to hurt Frank, so he was doing his best to no, not even instead of right, because you're in a fight, so you're swinging,
right?
But it was more just
punch in the air.
Yeah.
Like he was afraid, and Frank was
Oh.
feeding. You could see Frank give it, like feeding, like come out, and it was
Come
just like,
on, hit
So
me.
like,
Yeah.
so like shaking man in a way.
I guess.
Where yeah.
Actually,
like the
no.
Peppers?
I would
No,
I
Shane
would
be
say
peppering, that's why.
more like Minoru Suzuki when he wrestles and nobody wants to hit him, and everyone just kind of goes and taps him, and even though he's
Yeah.
stiffing everybody, and
Yeah, everybody's taking it easy on
everyone just
Suzuki.
takes it super easy on him, even though he's stiffing the heck out of everyone.
You're right.
So Frank was in it.
All
Frank was hitting a forearm or two,
Yeah,
and
I
it
was
was just
giving
like,
him, I was giving him some not potatoes, but I was hitting them.
yeah.
I was hitting them. And then there was
So-
times I wanted him to like grab me and like try to put me into the corner. Like I left myself open and he
Yeah.
didn't do anything. And I'm like, okay, well,
All right, it's all good.
this is what it is. All right, so let me tell you this promo. So just the ideas I had. Obviously, I'm going to talk about how I'm the experienced guy. And I'll tell him when I don't think I'm going to have to make up a story. But when I was a greenie, I had someone beat sense into me. And for Johnny, I'm going to do something, you know, what I say. And for Johnny Pierce, I'm going to be that someone. You get what I'm saying? You get the lines that I'm going there. I say, you know, when I was Green Horse.
So can I offer up why even make up a story? Why even make up a story?
I got
Okay.
one for you,
Bro, I got real quick. You got an older brother?
Yeah.
Your older brother, what happened when you stepped out of line?
Okay. All right. Yeah, I can do that.
That's what,
even
I'm
better.
just
Yeah.
saying, I'm like, bro, don't even go that far. You
Yeah,
got the
yeah,
story
yeah.
built into your person
Yeah,
that
yeah,
you know
yeah,
that
yeah.
story well.
Mhm.
You know what it is to be the little brother and say, all right, little brother, it's
Yeah.
time to take the little brother role and
Okay.
understand. You know what I'm saying? But that's me. Prof, what you
No.
think?
That works. That works.
I think that you should cut the promo in that same cemetery.
Go find a cemetery he went to.
And but look at
Oh.
think about it. The same tombstone that he said was going to be your thing. Still,
Yeah.
you can't sit on someone's tombstone. Really problematic.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I
like
might
stand-
break it in all honesty
yeah,
if I sat on a tombstone.
stand next to it, like retell what he said, and then make it your own. Like say, I heard you said I was a good father, and I was. A good
Oh, he
this and
cut
good
out.
that.
What happened? No. Oh, okay, you're back.
Yeah, like you're a good father, you're a good this and good that.
Okay.
And then that thing that Vern said, you can tie those things together. But I think cutting it there, 'cause that's the part that was insulting. Him saying he's gonna bury you like he buried everybody else. But if you're in that place where you and then end it, the reality is it's not gonna be me being buried, it'll be you. Reverse what he said about you. It's not gonna be me.
Okay.
Like that,
Go the battle
Okay.
rapper route? Okay.
pretty much.
Yeah. Because I was gonna do some kind of guarantee, but it wasn't that I was gonna win. That he was gonna be in like the toughest fight of his short career or something like that. I had an idea like that
Okay.
as well.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That works.
Just a
We can do all
guarantee,
that.
just as a baby face. I
Gotcha.
can guarantee that you'll be in the toughest fight of your life. What else did I have? I told you about him being disrespectful.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no, I like the idea of the
really
little
feel like-
brother, big brother.
Yo,
Oh,
because you're
keeping
saying all that, I'm thinking,
stealing
yo,
that.
bro,
I'm stealing
this
that.
is perfect.
Like
This
why
is
make it up? Hold on, I'm writing it down right now.
when I try to get up on my big bro always had to calm me down. And sometimes I thought one day I was old enough, and big bro, woof, you could tell a story about big bro came down on me, but this was the day. And you could tell her, yo, I get it. You feeling
I'ma cut it
yourself, you
like-
got your mans hyping you
Yo.
up. Your man's like, yo, you don't got to tell him.
Then I'm gonna cut it like Jay, bro. I'm gonna cut it like Jay. Oh, I got a duck. I just realized that. I'm gonna cut it like Jay. Some just told me with the way you were talking, I was like, yo, I should cut it like Jay.
I'm
Briscoe.
telling you. You get what I'm saying? Like, I really
Yeah.
feel like you could draw real emotion from that because you understand what it is to be a little brother.
Absolutely, yeah, because I am.
And now you are gonna have to play that role for somebody
I'm gonna
else.
have to be the big bro to you, little bro. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna put little bro, big bro angle.
The money. I think you could
Guarantee.
draw
All
some
right,
money.
boom, got it.
I like Props' idea though, being at the cemetery.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where he went and cut that.
I mean, I don't know either, but you know what?
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Yo, or like
there's a big one right near my kid's school. I'll use that.
Or you're at even the idea, oh man, like a hearse or just something, right? Walking out of a church and just being like, I don't know about that cemetery stuff, but we hit a life. So I just feel like you could flip it. Like you could flip the whole idea.
Yeah.
And just little bro's doing too much. A little too dramatic, little bro. Little, all black in front of the cemetery. You're doing too much right now, little bro. Like it's time to come back. Big bro.
So you want me?
Big bro's gotta
dress in all white like Shawn Michaels?
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Dressing all white, Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, white
fresh pair of white
shorts.
ups, white dad socks to the calf muscles.
Yep, white basketball shorts, white shirt.
Also, cookout wear, just like you go to cookout.
Absolutely. Cookout gear, yeah, cookout gear. I'm on the grill. I'm for sure. I'm on the grill.
Shirt that says family reunion from like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
We remember.
Matt Stained. All right, I appreciate the insight.
Yeah,
I
man.
appreciate the
Oh,
advice.
that's fun.
Juice,
You know, that
because
could be a segment right there, bro. That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
that was
Cool,
cool.
little
That was
something,
fun.
little
I like
group
that. It
thing.
took 30 minutes of time.
Let's pull up some
We got
NWA and we can watch some Kerry Morton.
No, let's not do that. Speaking of pulling up NWA and things that hurt, did y'all hear what happened to Sonya Deville?
Talk to me. I mean, I know she's hurt now.
You heard
Poor
she's
Sonya.
hurt. So what do y'all
My
think?
boo- my boo
Prof,
Sonya.
you know more than me because you're on a history tip, a modern history. What's up with saying that the women's tag titles are cursed? What's up with that?
I mean, but when Sasha and Naomi pretty much went into business for themselves because they want to. It's interesting when you look at it all full circle. It's kind of like a complaint about something that they want to happen, but then when it actually happens, you'll know to do about it when it actually happens. So women's titles being cursed goes back to this thing that every person who's had the title has gotten either injured, something has happened, someone
After
has quit.
Sasha and Naomi.
Okay, so
ever since.
are the tag titles the Madden cover? Is it the Madden curse?
I think. Hold on. Let me see something here.
But even to that point, the first people who won the tag titles in the Elimination Chamber 20, I want to say 19 was
I forgot
Sasha
about that
and
match.
was Sasha and
Bayley.
Bayley.
And then Bayley
And
got
they-
hurt, didn't she?
And they lost the titles at WrestleMania right after.
Yeah, they did. Two Iconics. That's right.
So like
yes, the Boston Hug
short-
connection. There goes the prof, bro. I just pulled it up. I just
that
pulled it up
short
right now.
title reign.
I don't remember none of that. Jeez.
Consider
Yeah, they
yourself
went
lucky.
49 days. 49 days as champion. I was gonna go through the list. Hold on. Yeah, this is. I guess there's 3 eras. Hold on now. I want to go to when it was last. Where is it? Naomi and Sasha Banks. That was April 3rd, 2022.
Mhm.
It was Aaliyah and Raquel Rodriguez who won the belts, and then Aaliyah got hurt. Damage Control won it, lost to Alexa Bliss and Asuka, and Alexa Bliss really hasn't been back
She got
since she
pregnant.
started doing.
Got pregnant.
Yeah, she was started
married,
doing
got
the
Married
was
and
that?
pregnant.
Yeah, but before that, her storyline started going back to that old Alexa
Lily.
gimmick with Lily and the brain.
Lily and
but then she got pregnant,
Lily.
and then all that you guys are saying.
Yeah.
Then Damage Control won it back, held it for 114 days. Becky Lynch and Lita, which led to that.
That thing that,
story.
mind you, full circle, Mr. Vernon said that was good booking. From what I
That was
remember.
good booking, yeah.
Yeah.
For WrestleMania, the WrestleMania win
Yeah.
for the girls to win. You remember that, right?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I remember.
In
You said it made
hindsight,
sense.
a year now. So it's been a year since then. It didn't make
No,
sense.
it's not.
No!
It hasn't been a year. It's
been a
been
year.
6 months.
Oh, 6
It's been
months. It
6
didn't
months.
make sense. Where's Damage Control right now? On top of the company. Damn.
We're talking about Becky. No, we're talking about. He doesn't even know what we're talking about.
I have no
We're
idea what
talking
y'all
about
What did I
Becky
say?
Lynch and Lita when they did the 6-man, a 6-woman against
Oh,
Damage Control. You were like,
so-
yeah, them
whatever happened to
them
Lita?
winning at WrestleMania makes sense.
It-
Whatever happened to Lita? She
Wait,
got
wait.
us.
She got hurt.
Go ahead.
Oh,
She got hurt.
That hurt that she hasn't been back on TV since.
And then they put Trish. Then they jumped Lita out of the storyline, and they made it that it was Trish that the one they did. And I said that doesn't make any sense.
And then
Here
you
we
told me
are
that
now.
video.
Here we
course
are
not.
now. We're about to get a cage match. Where are we getting a cage match?
It
Next
has to
week
be at
on Raw?
Payback. It has to be at Payback. It has to be at
Oh,
Payback.
I don't know.
She didn't
I
get
think
the
it's at Payback.
SummerSlam payday. Becky was hot that on Monday. I don't care what anybody says. Becky was pissed off. She did not like that finish. You didn't see that, Vern?
I saw
I
it.
pay attention,
Bro,
I'd be lying if I
Becky
told you.
was all you can tell when wrestlers come out with the
She had the
boo-boo
boo-boo face?
She had the Jonathan Gresham. She
Oh,
had the
yeah.
Jonathan Gresham boo-boo face. I
I'm
just
coming to
walked
wrestle
into
this
Tony
match.
Khan's office. I don't need a gimmick. That's what he said. All right. I don't need it. Look at where I'm at in the PWI 500. You think I need a gimmick?
He's also
Actually,
injured.
My
Is he also-
favorite Tony Khan moment though is, what's going on, guys?
Oh, hey,
We okay out here, guys?
Thanks, guys. Listen,
All right.
the greatest episode of AEW Dynamite of all time. I don't care what you say. You guys have just witnessed history tonight.
All
You
right.
guys witnessed history tonight.
All right. Can I read
TV
this?
Tony Khan.
Frank,
Hold
can
on,
you
we're
read
not
this
done
article
yet. Hold
for
on,
us,
I
please?
wasn't
I don't
done
want to hear
yet.
about Tony Khan.
I'm not going to talk about Tony
Khan.
Khan. I'm not going to talk
AEW.
about, but listen, it's the greatest
Okay.
Dynamite episode ever. You guys are just in denial. Denial's not a river in Egypt. Stop it. All right. Raquel and Liv Morgan. Liv got hurt.
Yep.
Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler, they did the split skis with them. So Then it went back to Raquel and Liv. Liv got hurt again. No.
Yeah,
No, the first one was Raquel got
her
hurt.
shoulder's so jacked up. Yeah, her shoulder's so jacked up that it's worse than I thought it was.
Now it's Chelsea Green and Sonya, and now Sonya's hurt with the torn ACL, and it's Piper Niven. These belts, there's definitely a curse on it. I don't care what anybody says. Naomi and Sasha put some hex on it for sure. For sure.
I want to pose an argument.
Please.
Bad is a stretch. Not Liv Morgan. Let's start Raquel and Aaliyah. Now, I know that Aaliyah's been in NXT for a bunch of years and stuff, but Aaliyah is not Sasha Banks. Aaliyah's not Bailey. Huh? So, like, we think about people who are good in the ring, who know what they're doing.
Right.
This list there's always a person in these pairs who isn't really that seasoned. Raquel Rodriguez.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
Raquel Rodriguez. I mean, we've seen her brawl with Rhea Ripley recently, and it is not pretty.
Yeah,
it's not pretty. So, like, I would argue that Chelsea and Sonya. I mean, Sonya has always been.
Sonya's been around long enough, though.
She's gotten better.
Tough enough.
Her in-ring
9 years ago
got a lot better. Yeah.
She's gotten better, but are you on the level of a Bailey, a Charlotte?
Oh, I don't think she ever will be, though. But Sonya Deville is only 29 years old, so as long as she stays healthy and dedicated, she should be all right.
But also knowing better, because it goes that thing about they want to have more time in the ring and to do more. Having more time in the ring requires more endurance. It requires more stamina. It requires more out of you, and also having to go from
2015,
having to go from remembering matches, which only 3 minutes, to going to remember matches at 20 minutes, missing spots, making mistakes, botches.
Yeah, but remembering matches though. But that's also, I mean, I don't know how I don't know how they call their matches. I can't, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's produced. Everything's produced. So it's not like they're calling how it is.
Have they gone down that much that it's like they literally go move for move?
I don't know if it's move for move, but I know it's produced. Everything's produced.
Well, I know it's produced, but I was like, I don't think they go that far. That it's like you're gonna go up. I'm gonna catch you. I'm gonna.
They a lot of that stuff. We think about Ronda Rousey. Most of her matches are all laid out. A, B, C,
choreographed.
Yes,
that's the word.
That I would agree.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
With choreography, there are sometimes mistakes. So, are the women titles cursed? I would say that the women's division as a whole is cursed because people are asking to get something that the women have not been prepped to handle.
Okay, I see that.
You know what? I see you on that. Yeah, word.
So here's my question: do we just scrap the titles? It's done. Just get rid of them.
No, because
too much investment.
Yeah, and plus, you got to have something for the women to chase. You got to have. There's got to be a prize.
Yeah.
Whether there's too many belts or not, but you have to have a prize, because if not, it's like the current. Let's be honest, right? The current secondary title. The fact that there's no secondary title, for the women, right? If you think the singles,
it's just the two singles. Yeah.
It's just the two singles, right?
I don't think you could, in all honesty, though, put like a women's intercontinental or whatever.
I know, but I really feel like.
Well,
just think about NXT. Think about NXT with Tiffany, right? Tiffany has the women's title, right?
Yep. So there's no other belt for women on NXT
anymore.
Because
and so the whole women's division is like in a weird place, because it's in reality without the tag belts. What the heck are these women all fighting for? They're all fighting for the eventual hope to be a one. I don't know.
I think they did that at NXT because they don't have women tag teams, and it's probably easier to develop them as individual stars to groom them for the next level, as opposed to having to develop a team. The whole last team are the two Spanish chicks, Valentina and help me out. Yulisa Leon.
Yeah,
they're the last women's tag team.
Yep.
There's no other one.
No.
Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson, right?
Yeah.
So
was it Metaphor?
That's the best group in NXT right now.
Yo,
I love Noam Dar. Let me tell you.
Yo, NXT. Not to do with it, but NXT's killing it right now. NXT is if you had a chance to check out NXT, Franny, check it out, man.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it religiously in the past couple of weeks.
It's a fun watch. It's well worth the watch. Yeah. Wesley,
highly entertaining.
Wesley has made me a fan.
Yeah.
Wesley has made me a fan. And this past Tuesday, it's the best Mello has looked. Like Mello looked like a star
by himself.
By
Don't get
himself with no trick. Exactly. By himself with no one to back him up, doing all his own talking, everything. Melo looked like a star.
Right.
It was tough. Like I finally, can I be honest? I finally saw what you've been telling me about Melo. Like I feel like part of me was like, well, you knew Melo, you're friends with him, so of course you see the best in him.
He's always been good,
bro.
I've always seen it. I'm telling you.
I got convinced this past week. I was like, okay, I get what y'all have been seeing. Like this kid he's got something about him where he's got it.
Melo's that guy. All right, you guys want to touch on anything else on Sonya before we move on?
Get better, Sonya. She had successful surgery on her ACL, out for like about a year, it looks like, but get better.
So ACLs, depending on the body, is usually 6 months to a year.
Okay.
Like some people go 6 months and they're back.
Yeah.
Some people go not usually 9. 9 is like the sweet spot. Okay. 9. Some people take longer. It's a year. I've seen guys take a year and a half because they tore an ACL. So hopefully it doesn't take her that long. Hopefully her rehab is good. Yeah. All right. So let's move on to another from one women's superstar to another. Let's talk about Lacey Evans, or as we should say now, what is it? Macy Estrella? Is she Spanish?
Sure.
It's Estrella. It's Estrella. I don't want to hear it. It's Estrella. It's definitely Estrella. It's definitely Estrella. Yeah. That's not Estrella. No way. All right, so let's talk about this. I got this Fightful article from your boy Vern, your boy Jeremy Lambert. This was done actually today, about 12 hours ago.
Yep.
Hopefully this one's a lot more grammatically correct than the last two I had to read on the last episode, because those are rough. It starts off, Lacey Evans is leaving WWE. Fightful has confirmed that Lacey Evans has left WWE. Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer has first reported the news on Wednesday morning. On August 15th, Lacey Evans changed her social media bio to include FKA WWE superstar Lacey Evans. She changed her handle to @LimitlessMacy and her username to Macy Estrella. I'm definitely saying Estrella. She wrote on Instagram, "When the clock strikes 12, you will address me as Macy Estrella now from here on out." Let's see. And there's the tweet. Evans signed with the WWE in April 2016. She competed in the 2017 Mae Young Classic and became a regular on television beginning in January 2018. She made her main roster debut in the 2019 Women's Royal Rumble. Evans never held the championship in WWE, but did win the 2020 Slammy for Trash Talker of the Year, which she shared with the Hurt Business. And then list the names of the members are there. Okay. Evans last wrestled on television on the June 23rd episode of SmackDown, losing to Charlotte Flair. She last wrestled in the dark match on July 7th, losing to Zelina Vega. So they sent her home in her last month, and they were just like, "All right, you're good. You're good." Contract ran out. It seems like not really a release. Sounds like a contract.
Yeah, they let her.
So she can show up. Yeah. She can show up whenever the hell she wants. Then, right?
Yeah. She's not.
She's not though.
My
not Macy Estrella's All Elite.
Yeah, no, because I heard through the grapevine from a certain person known as Brian Alvarez from the Wrestling Observer.
Oh Jesus, here we go.
That she's actually going to be opening her own diner.
Oh really?
So the idea is that the alleged idea of her starting a alleged OnlyFans with her provocative pictures might not be the case. Remember, she's a mother. Has two kids.
Yeah, so are 95% of the girls on OnlyFans.
Irrelevant. but to the point of Lacey Evans, I realized this. She was done from 2019.
When she got pregnant, GG's. It was over.
But I go before that. When
really?
You remember the story of her and Becky. 2019, I think after Becky won the titles, right?
Yeah.
When she lost, I think she lost the SmackDown title, I think, to somebody. I don't remember. But when she should have went over in that story to win that Raw's title, but she lost. And then they put Baron Corbin, that whole mess of Seth Rollins, and she was done.
But that was where Baron was the last person to hit a female. Remember, Baron hit the end of days on Becky. On Becky. Yeah, that was OD.
Yeah.
Now that you brought that up, he was the last man to hit a woman with a big, like, it's been ages since somebody did that.
Wow.
By the way, shout out to Corbin that they trusted Corbin enough to hit a woman with it. But anyway, go ahead, bro.
Corbin, I feel like Corbin's gonna get his flowers on this show soon because of what he's doing on NXT. I saw the promo with Von Wagner.
Yo, boy Von.
Can I get a show of just the parking lot at NXT? The parking lot of
Doing
NXT.
parking lot compilations or
Yo,
something?
it got better cars than the Funk Flex car show up
Oh,
at
God.
NXT.
That's true.
Yo, last week, Prof, am I lying? Ray pulled up in a Rolls
Rolls
Royce
Royce.
truck with the Starlight red interior roof. I was like, what?
Why
What's
not?
this? Pimp My Ride?
For
Yeah.
real.
Where's Exhibit?
Right.
Where's Exhibit?
And
That's
then and
insane.
then Wesley, like in the next scene, Wesley pulled up in the Audi, the S class. I was like, okay, Wesley with the Audi, and he was like, said
They was
something-
pulling up to fight. Oh, that was the
Like the
Jungle
rival
Dom,
thing,
right?
Yeah. When they're leaving or whatever. I was just like, bro, the car show that gets put on at the backstage of NXT, wild.
Ridiculous.
It looks like
Absolutely
you're playing. You're an NFC and an NPC and Grand Theft Auto at the backstage of it, because it's just like there's always some violence going on. There's always flash cars. There's always girls in tight dresses and everything. And yo, if there's a camera, it's going down. Something's gonna
my
happen out
God.
here. in the
Somebody's
back.
getting kidnapped.
Somebody's
Oh my
getting kidnapped. Someone's getting beat up or kidnapped.
Oh my God. All right. So last question about Lacey, when we can go.
Shout out to you, Lacey.
Hold on.
No, Mrs. Strella.
Mrs.
Whatever it is
Estrella.
that you do.
Estrella.
Uh,
Ian, you say she's opening a diner. Vern, what say you, sir?
I should open a diner, I guess. That's probably what she's gonna do.
Oh,
No,
is that-
no, she's definitely gonna open up a daggone fan zone or OnlyFans. Fansly, is that the joint? Whatever the joint that Mandy Rose has,
Doesn't matter.
or Mandy Saxley, that's fan time.
Fan time.
Fan time.
Yeah.
She's definitely
How
gonna have
much
a
is-
fan time account.
we haven't done the check, the Mandy Rose check.
Oh, we used to be a bit. Word. How much does Mandy Rose charge?
Let's see how
right now
much
to
it
see
is
her-
now.
See her goodies.
We haven't done it in a while. So if you want to see
What is
Mandy
Rose's goodies? How much does it cost?
wow, she's got 3 tiers for you, sir. Ready? You can subscribe right now for $9.99 for 1 month. But you know,
$10.
if you want to up the ante and you want to lock it in for
Really
6,
show your support. You want to really show your support.
you want to lock it in for 6, buddy, you do that for $50.94.
But if
wait,
you
there's
really,
more.
but if you want her to know that you specifically are her biggest fan,
you can go for 12 months, my guy. And that could cost you $95.90. You get 20% off. You can't beat that price. $95.90? I'm subbing right now. You're the
Wow. I don't think your wife would like that very much.
I would never. You out of your mind?
How do you
Wife or
explain
not,
that
I would
charge, bro?
never.
How do you-
Yeah.
Yo, how do you look at yourself in the mirror when you look at your credit card statement? It says $99.95 fan
Mandy
time.
Sachs. Like, seriously, you seriously bought that. Like, yeah, ridiculous.
But that's
All
what
right.
I think. But if she's gonna do listen, if the WON the guy who didn't vote for Sergeant Slaughter into the Hall of Fame for the Wrestling Observer newsletter, if that guy says
it
it,
must
then-
not like Lacey, because she was doing Sergeant Slaughter stuff right before she left.
so okay, Prof, we were talking about this today. So here's the crazy part, Franny.
All right.
6 months ago,
Mhm.
Lacey Evans was doing promos, right? Where she was talking about, I'm gonna slap you in the Cobra Clutch, I'm gonna do this, all Sarge's stuff. And
Yep.
Sarge was bigging her up, and Sarge was trying to get a job
Yeah,
like 8 months ago.
sure.
And then when she went Q crazy and started to talk about all sorts of things online she should have been talking about, Sarge reversed course, and Sarge was like, I didn't approve for her to get my stuff. Exactly. So I'm gonna have to call you out, Sarge, because you was on board. It's on tape, Doc. You was on board and you was all for it. You was trying to get a job.
I
to be a
remember that.
manager.
Yeah.
And then when it didn't work out, Sarge was like, I never approved. I don't know why they're using the Cobra Clutch. No one asked me. And it was like, oh, okay, bro. And it was like, okay, bro. Like, this isn't the 80s. The video exists. Like, literally, there's video and footage of y'all doing this. Like, stop it, Sarge.
Right.
So yeah.
Oh man.
So
insane.
the Lacey thing where everybody's like Baron, I'm like, no, they were gonna do something. I don't know if I fully understood the whole I'm a US American, but I went heel. Because
No, she was face at first.
That's
and
what I'm
then
saying.
heel.
They kept flip flopping.
but she went the Saudi sympathizer heel thing. Like, why? Because Sarge did after Sarge was in our hearts.
Is that what it
Sarge
was?
was in our hearts, and then he flipped. She was like, "Hi, how are you? By the way, I'm a heel." Like, what? Why?
Yeah, strange. I don't understand
Yo,
it. But
I
hey,
wish you well. I wish you well. And if you do open up a diner, let me know. I'm trying to get a plate of some grits.
I thought you were gonna say a piece of that pie. I thought you were
Wow.
gonna go there. I thought you were gonna go there. So I did.
Wow.
I went there.
I'm not touching that one.
Yep.
I'm not touching that one.
we're just gonna let it bubble for a second. Hold on, we're gonna let it marinate.
Apparently, so he was an Attitude Era guy. He grew up in the Attitude Era. I could tell. You grew up in the Attitude Era.
I'm edgy. I'm edgy. I'm edgy, brother. What is it? What did he call himself? I forgot. I'm a scumbag. I'm a scumbag.
Oh,
I'm a scumbag.
But you're not. You're not just any scumbag. You're our scumbag.
Yeah. Speaking of scumbags, let's talk about AEW, shall we?
Wow.
What I do? Did I do something? What? I just want to talk about. I just want to talk about AEW.
Yo. Okay. Let's talk about this. This is exciting. So Prof, let me ask you, because Prof, you are the man with Dave's ear. You subscribe to Daddy Dave. You put money in his pocket.
You put 12. I can't. How do you look at your bank statement?
So can I ask you, this is the part that drives me crazy. Prof has access to the message board, but he refuses to post, and I don't understand it.
I can't.
You have access, you pay for access, but you don't do it.
You don't even troll? Not even a little bit? Is it shunned upon in that community? Like you get banned, perma-banned?
That community is an echo chamber. They love to bury people in secret.
Is it like Reddit on drugs? Like crack cocaine?
It's like if you say something they don't agree with, give it 5 minutes. They'll get you.
And Dave will at you on his board. Dave will at you on his board.
Yeah, and you
frequents the message board. Yo,
Dave posts all the time.
Is it 1994?
He posts all the time on his own message board.
Yo,
that's the part that's crazy. And they talk wildness on that message. They talk crazy on that board.
I could only imagine.
But because it's behind a paywall, it's like,
they want.
You can say whatever you want.
Jesus.
So Prof, what has been the reporting about the CM Punk situation?
Now it's interesting because I listened to Wrestling Observer this afternoon. I was.
Oh God.
I was. I am someone who likes to follow all forms and opinions. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not biased like certain people on this line, Vernon and Somoza. Anyways, that's why I point out the report is that they're actually signing of CM Punk. Brian Alvarez and Dave are signing of Punk. Because
siding with Punk. Are they taking Vern's side?
Yes, because they're saying that what he was saying made sense. But I think the story is that Jack Perry, Jungle Boy, whatever the hell he wants to be called this week, whatever, he wants
FTW champion.
Yeah,
who's going to retire the belt next week.
What is it? 1998 Shawn Michaels? Is that what he's cosplaying?
If Taz comes out in a spat singlet and German suplexes Jack Perry next week, I'm gonna lose my freaking mind.
He's not gonna lose that Lloyd's of London money. He's not gonna lose that Lloyd's. Remember, I'm bulletproof. I'm bulletproof. You can't touch me. You can't.
If he gets that grip, that S grip, different from a Gable grip. If he gets that,
and then he has that. If you notice the fulcrum, look at the fulcrum on those legs. He's really got that fulcrum going. He's really got a torque. Look at the torque in his legs. He's got that such strong torque.
Wow.
Anyway, go ahead.
Wow.
Go ahead, Professor.
So 98 Sean.
So they're saying that Jungle Boy wanted to do a spot, I guess, with Glass. I'm assuming it was during real glass. I'm assuming that was during that whole thing of him and Hook. I'm assuming that it had been that. Remember they had the thing of him talking from the car and stuff, right?
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Yes.
So it was probably he was cutting promos from the car. And I think Hook came to the car and tried to get into it, whatever the case may be. Whatever the case may be, Punk said, no, you're not doing it. And it's so interesting because we look at the stories about Punk, about Christopher Daniels not being allowed to be at Collision, which is a whole different conversation, which I'm not getting into. But I'm saying that if the head of talent relations not there, if TK is not there, and the show is made special for you, you technically make the damn rules here. You're Hogan. So if you say it's not worth for me, brother, well.
So wait, but you just said something, and I just got to call out. I just got to call out real quick. The Chris Daniels thing. Are you saying that Punk didn't want Chris Daniels, or Chris Daniels is a herb and Chris Daniels doesn't want to talk to Punk? Because that's
I see it as Christopher Daniels was hired by the Bucks, and Kenny and TK, and like it's what the reality of it is. Dynamite is the Bucks show. Who may event tonight on Dynamite?
Dynamite is Raw. Dynamite is Raw.
No, it's not Raw.
Dynamite is not Raw. Dynamite is
that's their
Saturday
flagship
Night
show.
Heat on. Well,
no. I'm not saying in terms of quality. Stop. I am not saying in terms of quality. And we said it was velocity.
You're right. No.
Or Shotgun Saturday Night.
100%. You're right. It is their Raw. It is their flagship show.
It's their Raw. It's their flagship show. That's what I mean by that.
I wish I whipped the white
Rampage
flag.
has become their Sunday Night Heat. It's become their velocity.
That's Shotgun Saturday Night is Rampage.
Yeah.
And Collision is becoming
SmackDown.
I gotta catch up on that.
Here's the thing that's interesting about this Punk thing, just to not to jump in too much, but apparently on the story that Prof is telling, Punk runs that show in the sense that like after that the confrontation between him and Jack Perry apparently got hell upset, like really upset, was mad about it. And Punk's final comment to him was, "You want to do that glass stuff? Take that to Dynamite. That's what you guys do on Dynamite. We don't do that stuff here on Collision." That's the story going around.
How does Punk get the gall? Does he have that pull? Does he have that stroke?
I think so.
Punk is untouchable.
I don't know.
Punk is Hogan in 94, 95 Hogan. He's 95 Hogan with WCW. He's Hogan walking into the Georgia Dome
before the NWO Hogan.
No, he's not. He's 94. He's 94 Hogan, bringing all your friends. Remember, he's Starrcade 94 Hogan.
Oh, so Hogan. It's TNH. Like January 4th.
Well,
like the first night.
Except here's the thing. I really do think Punk can get this thing back on track and turn a nose up on it, brother. That's the difference, though.
Yeah.
Punk's drawing to
what
Collision.
He is, but to the point that's being made, and my personal opinion on it. Well, let me tell the rest of the story.
Yeah, please, I'm sorry to cut you off, but yeah, go ahead.
That whole thing, and I know that there's a comment with Ryan Nemeth not saying hi to him, and
say more about the Nemeth thing, because now I've read conflicting stories. Tell me what Dave is reporting on that.
Well, Dave and Brian are saying that. Come to find out, Ryan Nemeth was saying hi to people, and when he was coming to some hotel, and then say hi to Punk, and I'm assuming Punk's friends, FTR, obviously, FTR bald, FTR hair, and that set Punk off. And then they said Punk allegedly threatened him, and whatever the case may be. You have that going on, and Ryan Nemeth, I didn't know he was still under contract, but I see the here nor there. That's not my opinion, whatever. But
yeah, when does he work? Rampage?
Producer. He's a producer.
Oh, okay, well, whatever.
What experience?
A lot of experience. His brother
is a producer. Everyone's a producer.
You used to wrestle, so now you can call matches. Like what W matches?
Orange Cassidy is a producer.
For what? His own matches?
No, he produces matches on the shows.
For what?
Why not? It
fun. Makes sense. It makes sense.
Okay,
it's AEW.
Okay,
I'm gonna stop.
It's fun.
So overall, you have the Jungle Boy thing, right? You have the Ryan Nemeth thing, the Hangman Page thing that happened last Saturday, right? When you think about how everything came together, he calls out Hangman Page after Collision. It gets recorded, wherever. Then here comes all these stories.
That too, my lord.
Because Hangman is connected to who?
The Bucks.
So maybe what I think, I made the assumption, TK heard what they have in Jungle Boy. He said, whatever, calm down. Here, think about it. Because if that happened the first episode of Collision, and then Jungle Boy ends up winning the FTW title, turns heel, the whole Beethoven thing, whatever, beats RVD, makes him happy, right? TK makes the people happy. That's his kind of thing, right? So I think in this case is that Punk said something, said no words about Hangman. Butts got angry. Jungle Boy, tell him what's going on. Right now, tell him what's going on. And now see if we can get that heat towards Punk. But Dave's like, move on. It's not a big deal. And if the story is true that he's trying to protect Jungle Boy, doesn't care about Ryan Nemeth, what's the big deal? And what makes it worse is that Collision, no offense, I've seen Collision even during Slumberslam. Even during that,
blasphemy. Wow.
I was waiting. But yes. But Collision has been having, for the most part, better shows than Dynamite.
Yeah.
Better booking. It gives.
It's a pro wrestling show.
It's a pro wrestling show.
It's pro wrestling.
I've been saying this to Franny all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's drawing better than Rampage. It's
consistent. It's consistent.
So my thing is, why would you get the person who is helping you look good? Keep happy. Keep your Hogan happy.
So check this out.
That's damaging to the rest of the locker room.
Just so like have you read this? Have you read the updates on the story though? Because now I read a couple of updates on the story that apparently Punk, allegedly Punk apologized to Hangman because in Punk's mind, he tried to get in contact with Hangman to be like, yo, bro, I'm going to say some things on TV because he's like, yo, apparently Punk's trying to work this thing out. And I've heard he since apologized to Hangman, that he's gone to Hangman and sent an apology. Like, he didn't mean to hurt his feelings. He was trying to see if he could get them back to pro wrestling and get them back to make some money off of this angle, whatever, with them, which would make sense. Because why would he just randomly start throwing strays for no reason? Like, but again, I've read about it. Just saying, an update to it was that he apologized to Hangman. The beef with Nemeth was that Nemeth made some comment on Twitter. Nemeth subtweeted him on Twitter. And Punk felt some type of way off of some stuff that Nemeth said, coupled with the whole thing. He didn't say hi to him or whatever. And that Punk was just like, all right, cool. And that Punk was just like, but that the Punk joint with him was more like personal beef, that they got personal beef. And TK was allegedly in on sending him home. And the Chris Daniels thing that don't make sense to me, like you said, Daniels works for AEW, but Daniels is part of the Camp Cucamonga. And so allegedly, at
Target.
at the show, is DMD, Jungle Boy, Christopher Daniels, the Elite, Hangman,
Omega,
and who else? And like someone else that apparently they're the ones who like they were the ones who intentionally avoided CM Punk. They didn't go with his half of the building. They didn't even go to that side of the building. And it was only like 7
childish
people, right?
does that sound?
Yo, are you know anything about this? Did you read anything about this? It was like 7 people. I can't think of what the names are, but it's like, but I remember DMD, Jungle Boy, the
so
Elite.
childish.
Yeah.
It's names in my Matt Hardy.
Thank you. Yes, Matt Hardy. Yes, you're right. Matt Hardy.
Yeah.
Matt Hardy's the other person that they were the only ones that avoided him. Everybody else was good. Everybody else was fine with Punk.
If they want to make money, they have to figure this thing out.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, so if it's true that Punk did apologize to Hangman, and he figured, I think it's smart because he knew that the marks would pick up on him shooting on Hangman.
It's the gimmick. That's the CM Punk gimmick now. I'm just gonna be controversial.
So
I'm cool, bro. I'm cool, bro.
It makes sense.
It does, right? It makes sense. And I guess my takeaway from this is, you guys don't think it's amazing that that beef with him and Jungle Boy happened at Collision 1, and we just heard about it? We're on like Collision 8. It's been like a month and a half. Because
he called out Hangman, and the Elite told Jungle Boy, go tell the dirt sheet what happened. And they just rolled. Hey, remember, you tell the basement what something's going on. Here it goes.
I know, but like in some way, I think that's pretty amazing though. How did Punk get them to keep the story low? A fight, but you get what I'm saying. But the point is, I'm just saying that a fight, something in pro wrestling was a secret, is all I'm trying to point out.
But it wasn't a secret.
They just watered under the bridge, maybe. Once it was time to talk about it, they gave him a reason. Because why would you let that story come out week 1 of your brand new show headlined by CM Punk?
So you think this was just in the chamber? They were just waiting for the reason to let this off. Okay.
But think about, at the end, it's about making money. TK had like I said, TK will keep the boys happy. If keeping the boys happy means Jungle Boy, you know what? Do it what the hell you want. You want to do this, do whatever. Just keep quiet.
So wait,
we think about AEW as a whole. AEW it's not like Vince Russo's WCW 99. It's not like Jarrett when TNA first came out. It's the boys. It's perfect example. It's 96, 97. It's 97 WCW, in which the NWO, Macho Man, the Outsiders, they are booking this whole entire thing. They're going over no matter what. You remember? Perfect example. The Outsiders against the Steiner Brothers. Spring Stampede, right? In which Kevin Nash beats the hell out of Rick Steiner.
He just loaded that up.
Sorry,
Kevin Nash just loaded that up, bro.
Kevin Nash beats the hell out of Rick Steiner. Beats the hell out of him. He defeats him like 3 times, right?
But he power bombs him. He does everything. He hits him with a chair. Yes,
all that. Because he's the one booking this. It's not Bischoff, because Bischoff, I'm making you the money, so you keep me happy. This thing of Tony Khan, CM Punk, I'm making the money. FDR, and we're booking this because we're gonna give the fans the part that you're not giving them. Because on Dynamite,
Hogan and the Outsiders.
But
yes,
all right. So the only argument I have, and Franny, what do you think about this?
Talk to me.
Tony doesn't need money.
Yeah, but the company has to make it though. It has to be a profitable company.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Because that's business.
Wait,
He's a
but time out,
businessman
time
and
out.
that's
Wait.
business.
But just hear me out. Hear me
I'm
out.
listening.
Hear me out, guys.
I'm
Guys, hear me
listening.
out.
I think
Tony
I know where you're going.
Khan.
Go ahead.
Right? If we're being honest, how much money you think was lost on that video game?
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, tons.
And
Yeah.
yesterday, Tony Khan came out and said the sales are up. By all metrics, this game is a success. He's talking and rah-rahing for the world, right? Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. This is a passion project. This is a passion project, right?
It's
so
still a
it doesn't,
business,
it
though.
doesn't, but it doesn't. Why is it a business, Franny? Who's he reporting to? It's a privately owned company.
His dad.
Okay, but
who's the principal owner? I'm sure.
All right, but again, when's the last time you saw financial figures?
You don't have to.
You don't have to.
Exactly.
It's a private company.
Exactly.
They don't have to share with the
doesn't
public.
matter. It
does
doesn't
matter. No, it does matter.
It's still a business, though, Vern.
But
No.
Vern, let me tell you why
Tell
it
me,
matters.
please.
Because AEW is a business, but who is their quote unquote main competition? The other company that is reporting finances, that is saying we're doing this, they're saying doing that. WWE is on a ever since your boy
they are experiencing a boom. Wrestling, as according to WWE, they're in a wrestling boom.
So you have to show that you are as valuable as the competition. You have to say those type of things. Because if you don't, no one cares.
As the, what do you call it? The alternate brand, right?
The alternate brand.
Pepsi.
Competitor
He's
brand.
Pepsi.
It's a competitor brand.
Yeah,
The competitor
he's
brand.
Pepsi.
So
but
he has to.
but this is Dixie Carter cash flow positive.
Yes.
That's what this is. Do you remember cash flow positive, Franny? When Dixie was going on the radio to everybody, oh, Panda Energy, we're cash flow positive, y'all. We're doing the best year we've had with Hulk Hogan. We're experiencing cash flow positive. Cash flow positive, meaning you can have $100 million in debt, but if you have $1 in your checking account, you're cash flow positive.
Cash flow positive. Yeah, I mean, hey, I don't know. It's still a business. I think
I think we're
he's
wrong.
still in the
this is a
business to make
passion
money.
project. It's a passion project.
It might be a passion project, but it's still a business. It's a passion
You
project.
still have to turn a profit.
But why?
If not,
Tony Khan has enough money to lose $1 million.
Yes, but people work for Tony Khan.
You have to pay them.
You feel me?
For stupid amounts of money.
Yeah, that part is
Exactly.
stupid amounts.
I'm not even talking about the wrestlers. I'm talking about other people.
Exactly.
Period.
Just the regular people.
But that's a business that has to be run to be profitable to pay those people. That's what I'm talking about.
Because if he loses,
you think Tony just keeps going?
Yes.
All right.
Yes,
I
100%.
100%
yes.
you need.
Yes.
Here you go.
Yes.
Here, buddy.
Guys, what else makes sense to how bad the show has gotten, and no one cares?
Well,
what else would make sense beside the fact that we need more money? Well, wait,
you want to know what makes sense?
I got
what
a bucket. Got another bucket here. Oh,
I'll
need
tell
more
you.
money? Oh, I always got more here.
I don't have a bucket. I'm sorry.
I can tell you.
Now you got to get a bucket.
I have a bucket.
Find a little trash bin or something. I don't know.
Yeah, because Franny did it.
Piece
I
of
had to
paper.
do it. I was like, I can't let Franny outdo me.
What is that? Is that a trash
paper
bin?
shredder? Oh, I was like,
fancy.
Oh, it just opens up. That's why.
Exactly. Either
He's
way,
got the lid.
So I genuinely think that's why I struggle with this, because it's not a business. We're watching a kid with his lemonade stand. We're watching a little boy with his lemonade stand. Right? He's not going to retire off the money, and we're all supportive of it. We all want to go there and buy a cup because as little Tony from the block, we all know little Tony, his dad, good people. Right. So we all go get a cup of lemonade, but none of us are going there every day. You'll have a cup because that's little Tony.
Yeah.
But if you're hungry, you're going down to daggone McDowell's with Vince and Triple H is serving up over at Endeavor McDowell's, and you're going to get food. This is a little kid with a daggone lemonade stand, and that's why it doesn't have to make sense. Wembley could have sold 2 tickets. It doesn't matter.
Sold out.
It's not a business.
Sold out. It's sold out.
Not a business. It doesn't matter. It's not a business.
So
what is it? What is it?
It's a passion project.
It's a passion project. He calls it.
It's all fun. It's fun.
Yes.
It's fun.
Yes.
AEW.
Yes.
I think that he in his mind, like this is his version.
A challenger brand. I'm sorry, it wasn't competitor. It's called a challenger brand.
Challenger brand.
So my thing is he not
Flywheel?
Is he not Eric Bischoff? when Eric Bischoff took over as EVP in 90.
Well, Eric didn't have ownership stake in the company.
But he didn't have ownership stake, but he had control.
He had complete control, yes.
Yeah, control. And then
it wasn't like if Eric was like, man, this company's short on money. Let me get the garbage can. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know because when he got Hogan,
he looks up his story Bible, Eric.
Oh, Jesus Christ, he's doing Eric. I just realized that. What's he doing?
But the point I'm making is that TK feels that although it's a passion project outside looking in, he thinks that in reality I can compete with Triple H. I can compete. I can do it.
Hold on. Did you not see Mr. Khan debut tonight? Do I have to bring it up again? Did you not see Mr. Khan? Right?
Without a microphone.
Without a microphone. Yep. Yeah. And he went, thanks, guys.
The snowman, Snowman Khan. When the snowman came on screen, the snowman hit us with the eyes. Snowman hit us with the crazy eyes.
Yep. Born. I'm telling you, it's a day in history. Today, August 16th.
Like when Vince got third. Yeah. Like
all right. All right.
All right, we want to move on?
Yeah, let's move on. I'm off this.
I was going to say, let's talk a little about the LuFisto thing. Let's move on. I want to go to this list. Let's go to this list, man. Talk to me about this list, Vern. Take it away. This is all you. Hold on, before you do, you're gonna start off. I'm gonna go away for a sec. I gotta go get some water. I'll be right back. Bam. I think my mic's still on.
I'm gonna introduce this article, and when by the time you get back, you'll be here to hear the numbers. Titled From MJF and Rhea to a Viking. Here are 30 best pro wrestlers under 30. Professor, I know you've had a chance to take a look at this, but let me give the proper credit where credit is due. This is by Mark Raimondi and Brandon Caldwell. This is from ESPN. You know what ESPN stands for? Entertainment Sports Presentation Network.
Wow, I thought it was Eastern.
Right. Anyway, the title starts. The pro wrestling business is on an upswing. WWE is selling out arenas at a torrid pace and posting impressive television ratings. AEW is about to put a potentially record-setting amount of people inside London's Wembley Stadium later this month. Impact is as good as it has been in years.
What'd I miss? Oh, wait, my camera's on.
You came just in time. Can you repeat that sentence again?
Yes.
What happened?
Opening this. We got all the credits and everything out the way. I got to read this to you because we both think you should hear this.
Yes.
Okay. Hold on. Let me pour my glass.
Yes. Is it vodka? Oh, it's water.
Oh, they ain't gonna be strong enough. They ain't gonna be strong enough for this.
Poland Spring.
Okay. Oh, well, I don't want to take too long, but I'm gonna run through it. Right? Ready? The pro wrestling business is on the upswing. WWE is selling out arenas at a torrid pace and posting impressive television ratings.
Yeah.
AEW is about to put a potentially record-setting amount of people inside London's Wembley Stadium later this month.
Yep. W.
And Impact is as good as it has been in years.
Yeah. Keep going.
Overseas stalwarts, New Japan Pro Wrestling, and CMLL in Mexico have recovered from rough pandemic stretches.
I don't know about recover.
How's he going in Japan?
Stardom is the fastest growing promotion in the world. Lucha Libre AAA Worldwide.
But Wembley,
commonly referred to as just AAA, just drew more than 15,000 people for its Triple Mania Tijuana show last month. At ESPN, we have made the list of the best 25 fighters under 25 for both MMA and boxing. So why not a similar list for pro wrestling? Franny, you know what ESPN stands for?
Wait. I do. Entertainment Sports Programming Network.
Yes, it's me. Whoops.
You're the only one who didn't know. Okay. Yep. Anyway, boom. In the fight game, athletes usually peak younger, but in wrestling, it's typically somewhere in the athlete's 30s. Stone Cold Steve Austin was 33 when his popularity exploded in 1998. Hulk Hogan was 31 at WrestleMania 1.
Brother.
Blows my mind.
Brother.
And Roman Reigns is doing his best work right now at age 38. Shout out to the Big Oos.
That's right.
So below is our list of the 30 best pro wrestlers under the age of 30. The rankings were based on, right now, here it is. We're based on merit rather than on future potential.
Based on what?
Based on merit rather
Hold
than
on.
on future potential.
For the meatheads, I'm going to define the word merit.
Please.
Yep.
Merit as a noun, based on merit. That's a noun, correct?
Sir.
The quality of being particularly good or worthy, especially so as to deserve praise or reward.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
So based on merit.
It's kind of vague, but go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Rather than on future potential, which is far more subjective. The criteria included drawing power, popularity.
Okay.
Skills.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm gonna write this stuff down.
Okay.
You should.
You said drawing power.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Popularity. Yep. Skills. Position on the roster. And accomplishments.
Okay, yeah, obviously.
Which includes championships and tournament victories.
Oh boy, AEW's here.
About a
AEW's
dozen
all
different
over
promotions are represented in some way over multiple countries. So I'm going to go from 30 down because I don't want to spoil it for you, but I'll give it to you real quick. I'm just going to read this list. And if you see someone whose name catches out, stop me. But if not, I'll just keep going. Number 30, Shota Umino from New Japan.
Okay.
29, Daniel Garcia.
Umino?
Yep. 29 is Daniel Garcia from AEW PWG.
Do you mind if I do 20 to 10? I want to...
Oh no, please. I'd love for you to do 20 to 10. Yeah, I got you.
Oh, so you're gonna do 30 to 20? 30 to 21? Okay.
And I'll do 19. Yeah.
You guys should like alternate or something. I don't know.
Yeah. We alternate.
Yeah, I'm getting through. Don't worry about it. I'm almost done here. Tyler Bate is 28.
Yeah.
Masha Slamovich is 27.
Okay.
Ilya Dragunov is 26. Deanna Purrazzo.
Hold on. Stop.
No.
Ilya Dragunov is at 26?
Yes, sir. He's age 29.
Okay.
And the write-up is the stiffest matches in NXT history, NXT UK or otherwise, have involved Dragunov in his attempts to dethrone Gunther as NXT UK champ.
Yep.
Every time Dragunov steps into the ring, you expect passion and violence in a ways not commonly seen on American television.
Okay.
The Mad Dragon proclaims to be NXT's toughest star, and there's very little debate on the subject. Perhaps it's his time to claim the throne of NXT, much like he did in the UK.
So whoever is writing these definitely knows what they're talking about.
Okay.
You get it.
So we're at 26 right now, Ilya Dragunov.
Yep.
So there's at least 25 better men and women under 30.
Of course.
Yes.
Okay, keep going.
Number 25, Deanna Purrazzo.
Oh, that's my girl, though.
For Impact.
What do you say? Stop. What do you say? Go ahead.
Impact Wrestling and TNA before it have had a pioneering women's division long before highlighting female talent was in vogue. They did it before it was cool. Purrazzo has followed in the footsteps of her predecessors like Gail Kim and become the clear ace of the Impact Knockouts. Purrazzo has had 3 reigns with the knockout titles since the beginning of 2020 for a total of 531 days with the championship. She also held the belts in Ring of Honor and AAA. That makes her your number 25, 30 under 30.
That was just an appreciation one for me. Thanks, guys. Keep going.
Sir. Number 24 is Jordan Grace.
Oh, whoa.
23, Yota Tsuji from New Japan. 22, Saya Kamitani from Stardom.
Yeah.
Number 21, before I pass it off to the prof, Kaito Kiyomai from Pro Wrestling Noah.
So those people, those last 3, I'm not being any kind of racist or anything. Those last 3, Japanese market, not a market bigger than the WWE, clearly, because WWE has now global reach. New Japan has a big international reach, but WWE's reach is global, right? And people want the WWE to come in to their country at this point now.
Yeah.
As we've seen this year. People want them. People have made debates in their government chambers talking about, let's bring the WWE in. It's going to bring in jobs.
Chambers of Commerce are definitely talking about WWE. You're right.
Yeah. That no other wrestling promotion has that. Okay. And Ilya Dragunov
is
less than those last 3 that were named.
Okay, so
Yes.
question: do y'all know who these people? Who Yoshi,
I have
Suji,
no
Saya,
idea who
Kaminata?
they are.
I'm sorry, no recollection.
I don't
I'm
watch
not even trying to
Stardom.
be
I watched
rare. I was like,
Stardom
I'm not even-
once. I watched
Yeah.
Stardom once for 3 hours and wanted my 3 hours back. So I'm cool.
It's
Okay.
according to this guy, the hottest promotion in the world.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Prof,
Okay.
take us
I
away.
see where-
Take
I
us
see where
away,
this is
Prof.
All
going.
right. Now,
I see
I,
where this
Number
is
20, take us
going.
away.
I love that you mentioned about number 26, Ilya Dragunov. But number 20 on this list of ESPN 30 to 30 is a upstart, a member of the Blackpool Combat Club. Wheeler Yuta comes in as number 20.
Christ. Oh my God.
A sentence for you. Yuta's technical skills continue to
Let's hear it.
Let me start from the top. To go from
Oh
Philly
my God.
underdog to learning under Bryan Danielson is a fantastic transition for Wheeler Yuta, a former two-time RH Pure champion. The Blackpool Combat Club member can say he got a pin on, yes, Kenny Omega in an Anarchy in the Arena match. For inches of time, I want to move on and highlight one sentence. Yuta's technical skills continue to develop in the ring, and at only 26, he is surrounded by proven vets such as Jon Moxley, Claudio Castagnoli, and Bryan Danielson. Number 20 is Wheeler Yuta.
Paul freaking Gruber. Paul freaking Gruber over Dragunov. These are all gonna piss me off now. Jesus
No. Number
Christ.
19. Number 19 is Jamie Hayter. Jamie Hayter comes in at number 19. Number 18, as what Vern mentioned earlier about the rise of Lucha Libre coming back. The fellow Lucha Bandito comes in at number 18. Number 18 is Bandito. Bandito is at number 18.
What is promotions though? Don't you think it's interesting? They list them as AEW, GCW, and they have no mention of no one else.
Yeah.
Keep going.
At number 17, we have Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee comes in at number 17. At number 16, the always wonderful.
Wait, do y'all remember when Dragon Lee got his mask ripped off on AEW and that went nowhere?
Yes, because I mentioned it on this show.
Yeah.
I mentioned it on this show what happened, and it went nowhere. The last thing you saw on AEW television was Dragon Lee getting his mask ripped off.
You realize he got his mask ripped off and he was like, okay, I'm going to the Fed now.
Yeah, I'm gone.
What am I doing here? I'm going to the Fed.
Screw this. They don't know what the hell they're doing.
At number 16, the wonderful, lovely Tony Storm. Yum, 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 yum.
Keep going.
At number 15,
Hold on. Who was 18?
18 was Bandito, which makes sense.
17 was
Dragon Lee.
Dragon Lee.
16, Tony Storm.
Go
Number
ahead.
15, from the promotion of Stardom, Utami Hayashishi. Utami.
Sure.
Utami Shabba.
Keep going.
Yeah.
At number 14, Wes Lee.
Okay.
Wes Lee. At
Okay,
number
let's hear that one. Let me hear the bio on Wes.
A former NXT Tag Team Champion, Wesley not only managed to add to the legacy of the NXT North American title, but also became its greatest champion during a historic reign. Known for his grace in the sky and the ability to have a great match with virtually anyone, Lee embodies what it means to have next in wrestling. Before long, he'll be transitioning away from the Black and Gold brand and onto Raw or SmackDown.
That's for sure. Okay, good write
But
up.
Next?
Yeah.
Like I got next.
Yeah,
I hear
next.
you. I just don't like that as a
Well,
phrase.
Yeah, he probably didn't write it.
Number 13, which I think is makes so much sense. Number 26, you said was Ilya Dragunov. At number 13, I want to read the sentence for you. I'm not going to say the name. Blank is no more. The babyface character portrayed to start his career is gone, giving way to an arrogant heel befitting his upgrading as a Hollywood kid. The son of the late great actor Luke Perry, Jungle Jack Perry is a former AEW Tag Team Champion. And last
Jungle Boy is not at 13.
Yes,
that is not Jungle.
Can I finish my sentence, please? Thank you. Last month, he beat Hook to win the FTW title, his first major victory in this promising run as a villain. All right, at number 12 is Butch.
Hold
Butch
on.
Is number 12?
Jack freaking Perry at 13.
I think it makes perfect sense. At number 12 is Butch. And number 11 is Gula from Stardom.
Julia.
Yeah,
sure,
she's
whatever.
over. She's over.
So I know
Top
that
10?
I know Vern's taking the top 10, but Vern, can we rotate and just do one?
Oh yeah, we'll go.
10, 9, 8,
Yeah,
7,
we'll go 1 and 1.
Yeah.
All right, so at number 10, Logan Paul.
Okay. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I'm okay with that one.
Prop.
Because he's been over from the gate. So yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
At number 9, we have Liv Morgan.
Oof. Okay.
At number 8,
I can't. Hold on. Before
Okay,
you continue, I can't deny her drawing power and her popularity, and her position on the roster because of those two.
Mhm.
Okay.
So, okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Number 8, Konosuke Takeshita.
Takeshita.
Oh, Takeshita. Excuse me.
Konosuke Takeshita.
Takeshita, whatever.
Takeshita. It looks like take a, you know what, but yep, keep going.
Yep.
At number 7, Carmelo Hayes.
7? I was expecting top 5 at least. At least top 5. Let's see who else is here.
Number 6.
MJF is somewhere down here.
Number 6, the Dominican Prince, Braun Breaker.
I was like, Dominican? What? Dominican? Then he said Braun. Okay. Mello, then Braun. Okay.
Braun Breaker,
Yeah.
number 2.
At number
MJF,
5,
hold on, before you continue, this is top 5 now.
This
I
top
gotta
5.
hear the bios for each one.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine.
Top
Okay.
5.
At number 5, the son of the greatest luchador of all time, not Andrade, not La Parca, no, the
Not
greatest-
Gravity,
not Gravity. I'm trying to remember the name. Not Gravity.
Not Commander, not Vikingo, not insert luchador here, Delta Jr.
Nope.
Rey Mysterio found a way to escape his father's shadow in 2022 with a long-awaited heel turn at Clash at the Castle. No matter the arena, Dominic is a heat magnet, a character so easy to hate that you forget to notice his in-ring work is only improving. They should mention Don Callis. From a high-profile showcase match against his father at WrestleMania this year to win the NXT North American title, Dom's evolution is only moving upward. Dirty Dom Mysterio at number 5.
At number 4, a second-generation star.
That's what I'm talking about.
Blank, if you can guess it, Franny, has already carved out a name as Lucha Libre's next heir apparent in AAA.
I must have just said his name.
Yep. However,
Oh, God.
his March 22nd match against Kenny Omega on AEW Dynamite promptly set social media ablaze.
Yeah, when he hit his head on the apron, that idiot. Keep going.
With the fluidity and zero abandon, Vikingo attempted to break gravity on several occasions
Yeah,
via springboard 630 splashes,
and his neck. Keep going. I'm sorry.
Phoenix
Stop.
splashes, and more. At his young age, he is already the 3rd longest reigning AAA Mega Campeón. More
big.
and more U.S. audiences will become aware of Vikingo's greatness, making him a near impossible act to miss. Number 4, El Hijo de Vikingo.
That's great. That's great. That's great. Number 3 won't get you that upset. It will not be a shock to see him as the face of the entire industry in a few years. This former United States champion has some things to polish up.
Oh,
He just turned 26 years old after all, but he's a 5'2" player, good at just about everything you want a wrestler to be good at. The looks, the charisma, the athleticism, and the presence to be the top guy for a long time. Austin Theory comes in at number 3.
It said former. Isn't he still champ?
He just
No,
lost. He lost the belt to Ray.
He did lose to Ray. I saw that. Duh, I forgot.
Yeah,
So that's how recent this list is.
This list is from
Like Monday then or something.
it's August 3rd.
Oh, he didn't rate.
he went last week. That's what it says.
Can't be August 3rd.
So then this guy updated it, but that's when the
He must
publishing
have.
date
He
on it.
must
The
have.
publishing date on
Okay.
his joint is August 3rd.
Yeah, there is a good one. There is a good one there.
Number 2.
Not the yeah. Go ahead.
At her young age,
Her.
she has an Hall of Fame resume inside the ring,
Oh,
whether
yeah.
her emergence on the indie scene, NXT UK, NXT, or the main roster.
Yeah.
Everywhere she has gone,
know
she
that
held a
one is.
title and is the only wrestler, man or woman, to say that she won gold in NXT UK, NXT, and the WWE. As 1/4 of Judgment Day,
Yep.
Ripley's presence and demeanor hasn't only elevated the faction, it's given gravity to Dominic Mysterio. It's a matter of when, not if, Mommy will be considered among the greatest
Mommy.
performers to ever step inside the squared circle. At number 2, you have
Oh,
Rhea
yeah.
Ripley.
And at number 1,
I know who number 1 is.
do I need to read it? But
Go ahead. I'd love to hear what he said.
Great. Generational talent isn't just a nickname or catchphrase.
Tickling down there.
This is one of the best
That's what it starts. It says
Yeah.
that start. That's not even him editing it. That's
Yeah,
exactly what he wrote.
I'm going to paraphrase and
Verbatim.
give the highlights. This is one of the best mid-20s wrestlers the business has seen in some time. The focal point of the best promotion that I have seen in my decades of watching wrestling, AEW, winning the promotion's world championship.
He said the best promotion he's seen. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Keep going.
ESPN rated him the 2022 promo artist of the year. And frankly, he's just been as good in between the ropes. His Iron Man match with Bryan Danielson at AEW Revolution was an instant classic.
It was a walk. That's what they were doing.
His four-way match of Jack Perry, Darby Allin, and Sammy Guevara was excellent too. It is scary to think he hasn't reached his prime yet. At number one, he's better than you, of course, Frank, and you know it.
And I know it.
Maxwell Jacob Freeman. Are you on the level of the devil?
Oh, God. Oh, God. He said it with so much confidence.
But we all know at the end of the day, there's only one name they're going to say.
Where'd he go? What is he doing?
Oh, Adam Cole, baby!
Oh, he did the promo. Oh my God. I didn't even realize that. Oh my God. He just did the promo from the night. Wow.
Yeah, it'll happen.
Wow, let's just end it now. We're done, guys. All right. It's been no. Okay. I want to talk about this.
Can we just say that's how silly, by the way, that was to end your promo, even though MJF and Adam Cole never hear this. That's how absurd that was. Because it's as stupid as me just saying, or me, and just squatting down, and you going, "What are you doing? Yeah. Why are you squatting down?"
I was like, "What is he doing?" Yeah,
he was preparing to do his thing.
Stupid.
Yeah,
so stupid.
Can I talk about this list now?
Please, Frank. What do you feel about it, man?
Some of this list is I'm totally okay with.
Okay, good.
Some of this list.
So what part of some?
The Ilya Dragunov, it just threw me off crazy. Maybe it's because this guy hasn't really seen him much.
It's a crime.
But he mentioned the stuff he did with Gunther when he was Walter. So he has definitely watched him long enough. And maybe now because Dragunov has finally catch steam on American television. Maybe that's why he put him so low. But to have him under Gruber, stop. Wheeler Yuta shouldn't even be on this list. If it's an ESPN 30 for 30, he should be 90. He should not be on this list.
That's rude.
Why is it rude? It's real.
I don't know if you look closely, but at Wembley Stadium, he has been booked in a stadium stampede match.
We're going to talk about that later. I know.
I want you to understand why he's on the list, because he was been invested in by I think hands down Barrett and Vince, Barrett and Vern, Barrett and Bill. Tony Khan is invested in the right talent. He's invested in the right talent.
You're gonna address him by his real name. It's Mr. Khan, sir. Okay,
Mr. Khan.
From here on out, it's Mr. Khan.
Oh, Mr. Khan. All right.
Mr. Khan.
I'm a guest on the show.
He's a TV character now. He's a TV character. Okay?
Is that what they called him, Mr. Khan?
No, they didn't. They just said.
Okay.
Khan.
I was like, is that what they called him? I was like,
he put on shades. That's Mr. Khan, man. Come on, he put on shades. Stop it. I liked the majority of the top 10. I have the top 10 written here. I think, Jack Perry should have been number 30 if he's on this list. He should have been the first name you read off. Take him away from the top 15. That's wild. Wesley should have been up more. Like I would have taken Vikingo out because I feel like, I would have taken Vikingo out.
Wow.
Vikingo's a stunt guy. He's an acrobat. He's an acrobat. He doesn't work. He's an acrobat.
You're not watching closely.
Yeah.
No, I'm watching very closely, and unfortunately, he's an acrobat.
As a lucha fan, because Prof and I talk about this back and forth all the time. I don't get the Vikingos. I don't get it. I really don't get the Vikingos.
Like acrobat.
I know,
it's
right? But when you think of like all the mega campeonatos, right, Prof? Like I can't think of one that was what his matches don't even. What are they doing? They're not the bloody. They're not freaking cybernetico matches. There's no blood. There's no chairs getting thrown out. Not Tejano. We're not having a guy coming out screaming his face off. They're not Dr. Wagner.
No, Wagner.
They're not Wagner Jr. coming out
Nope.
there cutting promos, yelling at the crowd.
Nope.
It's not what was his name? Macias, right? Wasn't Macias? What
Yeah,
was
Macias?
his name?
Macias.
Judas Macias,
With the contacts.
Judas, it's not Judas Macias who's out there with his not like I can think
Bro.
of so many guys who were up there for that title, and I'm just like, where does he I don't understand where
he's an acrobat. That's it.
Yeah.
He can flip and twist. Yay!
But that's lucha.
That's
it
not
is
lucha.
But have
That's
you
not
ever
lucha
seen?
libre.
But have you ever seen it that bad though?
Come on, because who did we talk about the other day, Vern? That's
Commander?
Lucha Libre. Nah, man.
Gravity?
Our dude. Galeno, man. He's Lucha Libre. You don't remember who I'm talking about now when we watch Defy. This big beast of a man. Galeno del Mal. This man is Lucha Libre. Okay? The son of Dr. Wagner Jr.
He's Dr. Wagner Jr.'s kid.
Yes, he's his
Really?
youngest son.
Prof, you got to check this dude out.
This
he's
dude is
He's
Lucha Libre, bro. I wish there was Lucha Underground was still around right now. He'd be perfect for Lucha
Galeno del
Underground.
Mal. You got to look him up, Prof. He's legit.
He is a beast. I've
He
seen
just
one
came to-
match
he
from
just
this
got,
man.
Yeah, he just started.
Really?
That's his pops right here, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. The
Look how
legend.
big
One
he
match
is.
from this
Look
man.
how big he is compared to his father.
He is sick. He's my height and just 300 pounds. 6'3", 300.
And he moves like lucha.
He moves like a
lucha.
luchador. I
Yeah.
promise you.
He was popping. He was popping up for spots. He was getting his tumbles in. Yeah, he was there.
He was a beast, brother. I'm telling you. This is the guy to me that'll have me watching Lucha Libre on a consistent basis because he can work like a luchador, but he's still out there working big, working like a wrestler, like a big man should. It's a work of art. It's a work of art. So yeah, he should have been on this damn list. But you know, don't nobody know him yet, right?
They put Bandito on there. So I think that's okay.
Yeah, moving on about that. So about this top five, the only one I would take out is Vikingo. I understand.
We lose Fran.
Fran,
we lose you? Oh no!
This whole thing went dark.
Oh, there it is.
Realized that. We're back.
All right,
What's
we're
the
back.
last thing you heard from me?
You're
talking to myself.
You're blasphemy about Vikingo.
You went take out Vikingo and then you cut off.
Yeah, take out Vikingo and then replace with Mello. That's what I was saying. Pretty much.
Okay.
That's what I would do there.
But why not Braun?
Mello. What is it now? The drawing power, popularity. I think Mello's popularity is a lot higher than Braun's is right now. That's how I look at it. As the pseudo babyface champion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
in essence, yeah.
You know, position on roster. That's his
well, if we're being
skills.
But if we're being honest, I mean, you made the top 30, so it's basically number one. If you're in the top 30, you're practically number one, right?
Meltzer. All right, Meltzer. Moving on.
if you got mentioned, you're pretty much number one. It's the same thing.
We're doing real good on time, guys. We're only an hour and a half in. We got two more topics left. We're talking about wrestling now, like wrestling now.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Actual wrestling.
We done been messing around. Now it's time to get into the shows.
This guy called it Slumberslam. I'd love to hear how it's called because this was a fantastic card of professional wrestling.
It was, but okay. Let's.
I'm trying to figure out why is he calling it Slumberslam
because there were people who were watching Collision during SummerSlam. I understand why. Who wants to watch
dwellers?
Who wants to watch
tippers?
Who wants to watch Corey Rhodes and Brock Lesnar? No, I want to
watch that. The greatest. You know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to.
I want to watch. I want to watch whatever was on Collision.
Hobbs. I want to watch Hobbs.
Hobbs and Starks.
Hobbs and Starks.
Hobbs Starks 14. Lord
why
Jesus.
not?
Can we talk about SummerSlam now?
Yeah, we just say but he's not joking. The amount of people that did it for the Reddit cred that took pictures of themselves watching Collision while at the show. It was like y'all are just trying so hard right now. Right. So hard.
Yeah, you're dumb. Because I'll tell you what, when I was at Battleground, I wasn't on my phone trying to watch Double or Nothing. Okay. I wasn't like, gotta watch Double or Nothing while I'm watching Battleground. No.
While I'm at the show.
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch
Battleground. I'm not watching Double or Nothing. I got home and I was like, oh yeah, it's on. It's probably still on. I gotta be the cool kid. Gotta be that guy, right? All right, let's talk SummerSlam.
Let's talk SummerSlam.
All right. So on August 5th, 2023, the WWE held WWE's SummerSlam in Detroit, Michigan at Ford Field with an attendance of 59,194. Is there an actually on the paid attendance yet?
Prof would have that. He has the numbers from
actually. Nothing?
What's the real numbers? What Dave?
It's not actually 54,000 or something.
I don't know.
I mean,
no, I'm pretty sure
WWE's attendance numbers are never real.
Yeah, the number's like 48 or something, if I remember correctly. 48 or 46.
Yeah.
It wasn't 80,000. So
then they said 59K, so it ain't Wembley. So
no.
He put SlumberSlam. I just noticed that. All right, so we had 9 matches for the card. 9? Oh yeah, it winded up being 9, but we had 8 matches for the card. We started off. Oh, just to recap on our predictions and our card put together there, Vernie. We got all the matches wrong on where they're going to be positioned on the show, except for Roman J. Every other match we got incorrect completely. Yeah, only Roman J was the only one we got right. You got every match win correct except for Finn, and yeah, you said Finn instead of Seth, and you said Charlotte instead of Oscar or Bianca.
What?
I got every single one right. I picked Bianca, but I didn't know that she was going to lose the Io Sky. I just picked Bianca to pick Bianca just to be different. I didn't think Oscar was going to retain. And I got every other single one right. I feel like this SummerSlam, as far as who was going to win what, was a little predictable. Like if you'd follow the story enough, you can figure out who won it. All right, so let me go through this list. So Logan Paul and Ricochet kicked off. Logan Paul defeated Ricochet by pinfall in 18 minutes. Then we had Cody Rhodes defeat Brock Lesnar in 17 minutes and 35 seconds. Then we had LA Knight win the 25-man Slim Jim SummerSlam Battle Royal in 11 minutes and 55 seconds, followed by a LA Knight Slim Jim commercial. Then we had Shayna Baszler defeat Ronda Rousey by technical submission in an MMA rules match in 7 minutes and 30 seconds. Gunther defeated Drew McIntyre by pinfall for the WWE Intercontinental Championship in 13 minutes and 40 seconds. Seth Franklin, you like that, Vern? Seth Franklin Rollins defeated Finn Balor for the World Heavyweight Championship in 18 minutes and 30 seconds. Bianca Belair defeated Asuka and Charlotte Flair in a triple threat match for the WWE Women's Championship in 20 minutes and 45 seconds. Then our good friend Io Sky cashed in Money in the Bank and defeated Bianca Belair directly after that to gain the WWE Women's Championship in 8 seconds. And then our main event of the evening saw Roman Reigns defeat Jey Uso with the help of Jimmy Uso in the tribal combat match for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship and recognition of tribal chief of the Anoa'i family in 36 minutes and 5 seconds. All right, good sirs. Do you want to start from top to bottom? I think maybe that. I think we can do that there. Or do you guys want to pick a specific match and go, hey?
We could go top to bottom. I mean, top to bottom, opening match, Logan Paul.
Yeah,
that opening match was, they did exactly what they told us they were going to do.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It was just big move after big move. It was exciting. I had fun. Logan Paul, wow.
Yeah.
How'd y'all feel about the finish? How'd you feel about the finish? Guy coming in, one of his nameless friends who none of us know because I don't watch his stuff, but one of his
Impulsive Cast coming in with
giving him a pair of brass knucks.
Yeah.
I like the finish. I think that the finish made sense because at the end of the day, Logan Paul is still growing as a professional wrestler, a sports entertainer. Ricochet's a wrestler. So if you're going to be a wrestler, you want to be a wrestler. In this case, he's still seen as a celebrity wrestler. He's seen as he's still transitioning, outside looking in. So if you defeat a guy like Ricochet with like a stunner or whatever, like an actual move, it's like, whoa, Ricochet, that could have buried Ricochet. It could have. Yeah. It had to be a heel.
Yeah, I was going to say
finish.
the same thing.
It had to be a heel.
Yeah.
I think that one, Logan Paul said, I got the knockout punch. It was a knockout punch, but I need more. Brass knucks. And Ricochet's selling of that punch. Whoa, my goodness.
Well, if there's one thing, I think to touch based on what you're saying, piggybacking on his selling, I think Ricochet's probably one of the best sellers in the company next to a guy like Ziggler. I think Ziggler, but you bump Ziggler will make it look like you killed them. Same goes with Ricochet, but Ricochet's been doing that since the Indies. Ricochet's been dying on guys' moves since the Indies. So
I
mean,
gotta
he's
say,
always
my
done that.
favorite thought about it was though that jerk Logan Paul. They've been selling it. His hand is made of titanium, right? That knockout punch. But my man put a pair of brass knucks on top of that hand. I was like, "Ooh, what a heel! What a nice little touch!"
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
he put a pair of
it's
brass knucks on the loaded hand to
Yep.
load the hand up even more. And when he hit Ricochet, he was dead.
Yeah, he died.
Ricochet
He
just
died.
slumped.
Yep.
I was
Slump
like,
over.
"Go."
You know that the leg twist kind of knocked out. I was gonna say what you said as well, Ian. The Nux protects Ricochet more than
Yeah.
anybody else
Mhm.
because Ricochet's somebody had to put Logan over. Ricochet's
Yeah.
in a position where he can put him over and not look bad when he puts him over, but you have to protect Ricochet at the end of the day because Ricochet's there every week, while
Yeah.
Logan's here every few months. Whenever there's a big pay-per-view, Logan's there. So
How'd you feel about the deal with his girl, where he was like, say it again,
say
for
my
me.
name again. Say it again.
I
That's
loved it.
Yo.
Logan gets it. That's what we've been saying from the beginning. Logan gets it. From WrestleMania, we said Logan gets it. And now,
Yeah.
what's he about? What is this, a year and a half now?
He's a main eventer.
Year and a half now.
Can we say Logan
I
Paul
won't
is the
say main
event?
eventer. He is an attraction. I would say he's an attraction.
Really? You won't give him main event
He's an
status?
Semi-main.
I mean, granted, he had the match with Roman. He had the match with Roman, so I can't say he didn't do.
Has he
big
not
things in the main event.
delivered every time he's been on the card? Has he not delivered?
Absolutely. That's why I call him an attraction.
Mm.
To be a main event in the pro wrestling scene, you've got to be able to tell me a good, elaborate story.
Well,
That's what makes you a main eventer.
so I
And he
say
hasn't
main
had the real
event,
chance to do that yet.
but I'm thinking, I'm just for where he is and where he's at, right? What he's done, it doesn't even make sense how good he is.
Yeah, that's true.
Bless you.
Thank you, sir.
Right?
Say
like
one more
it
time.
doesn't
I
make
sneezed right
sense
when you
how
said
good
something.
he is at this stage of
Oh
his
yes, yeah, no,
Yeah.
absolutely. The things he pulled off against Ricochet. I mean, the pictures I have don't do him any justice on what he did. I mean, the fact that he ran off the ropes and did a split leg drop, like it looked
career.
it looked crazy.
The
But
oh man, what do you call it?
He gave it a name.
Logan
Hogan. Something
the
like that.
Logan Hogan, something like that. Yeah, it was like the Logan Hogan, whatever. But he did the split-legged like girl leg drop, which I thought was hilarious.
Yeah,
Like,
he
why
did
that,
he did the what's her name?
is that
Funk is
Melina's
Melina.
on a
Yeah,
roll.
that was Melina's old
Funk is
finish.
on a roll used to do it too. What's her name? Cameron.
Carmella.
Cameron.
Cameron.
She did the split. Count it, ref. You never seen that?
Yeah.
She did a split on a girl's back, and the girl's stomach was down. So she
Yeah.
did the split and went, count it, ref. Oh, come on, Vern. I'll send it
Yeah,
to
I've
you in
seen
the
it.
private chat.
All
Bro.
right, send it to me to
I'll send
private
it to you in the
chat.
private chat. You have to. But go
Yo.
ahead. Keep talking about it. Go ahead.
Money, it was money. All around, it was a great match. That's one of the ones, if you haven't seen it, it's a fun match. They surprised me. I had way more fun with that than I thought I was going to.
Yeah. Well, we talked about it on the other show. We knew they were going to deliver, that they were going to go in. That's exactly what we did. So hold on, I'm pasting this.
Did it take away from it the fact that they were like, we're gonna go viral? Like they told us we're gonna do viral things and go viral.
I don't think so, because I feel like at this point, that's Logan's gimmick. Every time Logan performs, you're gonna get a viral moment because that's what his gimmick is. That's how I look at it. That's the Logan Paul gimmick. Okay. You see Logan Paul show up, he's gonna give you that viral moment. Kind of like a Kofi in the Rumble. You know, Kofi's gonna go in there and try and do something ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know, when Logan shows up,
watch.
Right. You know, when Logan shows up, something viral is gonna happen. Every match he's had, there's been a viral moment, something that's gonna go crazy on the internet. I like it. Nobody's really doing that, so I'm with it.
All right.
I like it.
Match number 2.
Match
of the night.
I'm
Match
first.
of the night. Tell me, we're not going to disagree. So go ahead. So
Yeah, we're all going to say the same thing.
We're all going to say the same thing.
Literally 5. It was. I think Vernon and I were talking during it, and it's pro wrestling as finest. A babyface, Brock Lesnar. I mean, I followed Brock Lesnar when he first started, when he debuted, smashing Al Snow and Maven in a hardcore match. I mean, I've watched him grow. Yeah, you gotta watch that, Burn. It's crazy.
You relapsed then too. Yeah, you relapsed.
Yeah, he was a monster. The storytelling in that match, it might be him throwing Cody out of the ring and like saying "stay down," and like Cody just coming back in. Like it's a baby face.
When he yelled at Michael Cole, "Tell him to stay down,"
and he came back, and my thing, there are 2 parts of it that I loved. The finish when he gave him the crossroads, pinned him, like literally pinned him. You knew when he was counting that pin, he was not kicking out.
Yeah,
and that was it.
Yeah.
I think at the end, I told
three of them
three
doing
count.
so.
three crossroads.
Three.
Yeah,
Three crossroads. It was
Put
three
the beats
crossroads.
down.
And I am not ashamed to say this. After the match, when Brock embraced Cody and raised, I had a tear in my eye. I said, this is my Hogan. Cody is my
tear in my eye.
I felt like he was my Hogan. He was my. I'm like, I feel like I was there. Like Cody Rhodes. Like, I love Cody Rhodes. I love it. I think his facial reactions after it, and like the sense of joy he had in his face, like defeating Brock Lesnar, and I've completed something. I in that journey, and think about it, him losing at WrestleMania, and I know I spoke about afterwards that I did not like him losing, but they protected. Don't do that. Don't be that person, idiot. Don't be that person. But they,
who said it was the right call when everybody yelled at me and said, "Yeah, you should have won."
But either way,
I've been saying Roman too.
You're welcome.
But either way,
you're welcome.
Either way, he has been protected. He is a superstar. Literally, he's a I love it. I can speak on. I love it.
So before you go, Vern, I just want to say.
Oh no, go ahead, Franny. You take this.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna be quick. Just like he said, we said it that night. We were all in a group chat. We said it that night. We were like, this is Hogan Andre 2023. The way this match was built to build up Cody, this was the best way to finish off their feud with a rubber match, because the first one was what it was, where Brock bled and Cody picked up the victory. Then we got that second match with the cast. You know, I wasn't a big fan of that, you know, because they were insulting our intelligence. That's how I looked at it. But this match, like you said, professional wrestling, tell them to stay down, just take the count out, don't mess with me. I've got this, to the point where Cody had to be the resilient baby face, come back, win the match, hit him with 3 crossroads. It was Hogan Andre. Watching him come back in at 9, constantly trying to get back into the match right at the end. And not that like John Cena 9, where it's like 8, 9, he does a freaking burpee and hops into the ring. It was like, no, I'm literally laboring myself to get into this ring. So no,
Cody's selling was next level.
Cody Brock, that I was not expecting that match. Brock to go 17 minutes and 35 seconds. Not expecting that.
Long.
Brock. So when it started, it was like, they're just gonna do smash, finish.
Right,
here we go. Big thing.
They told a story.
Brock was like, nah, I'm about to make everybody in here hold their jaws real quick. Like, hold my beer. My man was like, yo, hold my beer real. Not even hold my daggone flask of mead. Hold my flask of mead like a true Viking, bro.
You're about to say.
I got nothing to add. Y'all have said it all. Like, this is another of those matches. If you haven't seen it, go out of your way to watch it.
The pictures there. Hold on.
Go out of your way to watch it.
The pictures. So here's a few of these.
Brock selling.
Great match, man.
The emotions.
Selling. Like, can we just talk about my man Brock showing pain on his face?
Can we talk about this picture? Can we talk about this picture? There was no stipulations to this match.
Yes, there was. There was.
What was it?
Up to referee discretion. You want me to point back to Dynamite tonight?
Stop.
Thank you.
Stop. It was a regular straight up singles match, and they let go.
This definitely was a referee. This was the old school. The referees got to let him go. We want to see a winner.
Letting them go. Yeah.
Let them go. Ref must.
I can't stand that. I can't. That's why I quoted it earlier in the text.
It's lazy.
Like,
it's lazy.
Don't do that. Right.
I forgot about that. Just smashed him.
This was another one where he had to get up at 9, and he got in there. For the audio listeners, right before Brock F5's Cody. Look at the eyes of Cody here. Like, okay, where am I getting tossed? Where am I getting thrown? Because I'm about to spin in a second. Greatest, the best match of the night, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Match of the night. They stole the show. I didn't expect them to be at 2. I did not expect them to be at 2.
But I'm glad it was at 2. I'm glad.
Okay, did y'all hear the story afterwards, though? So Logan Paul was gone. He was off to his thing. And then Brock, from the time Cody got through the ring, right after Brock took off and Cody did his wave, to the time Cody got back to Gorilla, Allegedly, Brock was already in the car on his way to the airport. He was gone.
Put Cody over, raised his hand, got the hell up out of there.
Gone. 100%.
Detroit
to
Minnesota
on
is
his
not far.
way. He was on his way to Minnesota.
I'm sure if he got a private flight, he was home before the show was over.
Yeah.
I'm sure he was home before the show was over.
Which is good.
In bed with Sable.
Do you think that Brock was hot because he was like, I'm going on first, and they was like, nah, Logan Paul's got a fight to get to?
I'm sure. Yeah. I'm sure. They both wanted to leave early for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. Because Brock's not watching the rest of the matches. For what? He's not watching those
to give advice.
Oh yeah, he's definitely back there.
We come back through Gorilla. Come on, guy.
Come here. Let me talk to you, young man. That's not happening.
Brock, did you watch my match, Brock?
Yeah. Who are you? What do you think of my match?
As Brock's putting on his boots. Yeah, I heard it. Really good, bro. Really good.
It sounded good. Ooh, the amount of times I've used that. All right, let's go to this battle royal now. This is a great picture from the battle royal.
Yo, the return of Omos. Shout out to my man Omos making the comeback.
So speaking of attractions, I think Omos is starting to reach that level at this point.
Which is good for him.
Yeah.
He's getting to attraction status, so he's not going to be overused or oversaturated with him being on Raw every Monday or SmackDown every Friday. It's like, I mean, what if they bring Omos down to NXT?
I've been thinking that.
Mello. Omos Mello for the title. You know what I mean? What if they do that? Because he's listed as a free agent.
I had not considered that. That's actually pretty fun.
Why not? Yeah. Smaller crowd for Omos to work. He's gonna look like a giant on TV there.
Yes, he
will. I mean, like more than he does already. You know, so I mean, just a thought.
Yeah,
that's just an idea. Right, but yeah,
so
what you guys think of Battle Royal?
Big LA Knight win. Did he find LA Knight finally picks up the W?
Great picture here. Yeah,
I wish it wasn't Sheamus he eliminated last.
I like that it was though. Because they had a little work before the elimination and
redemption for the Friday night botch.
Oh, that's why they worked. That's why I think that they did last. But like,
okay.
But we knew from when they announced the Battle Royal, because the people are saying LA Knight's down the show. He's not getting the U.S. title shot. We got to put him here somewhere, and it couldn't be a promo segment. It couldn't be that. It had to be a match.
Because if he was just in that Slim Jim commercial, the people would have been seething for him. Yeah. They were losing their mind for this guy right now.
They gave him what they wanted. It got a job done. Good for
what everybody's saying, you know.
Huge pop.
Dude's over. And if he's the guy, right? Let me see if I can get that up here in time. If he's the guy for Slim Jim now, like he should be good to go. This is the second advertisement now. Mm-hmm. So he's 1-1 in advertisement matches. Now that I'm thinking about it, if we're keeping score at home.
Yep, Slim Mountain Dew blackout match, whatever that.
Mountain Dew Black. He lost to Bray, and now he won this battle royal, so he's 1-1. Hold on, let me see if I can get.
I forgot about that on purpose.
Me too.
Yeah, everybody did. Everybody forgot about that match. Yeah, that's right. After that, he cut a promo, right? He cut a promo with the Slim Jim.
Him and Bianca.
Hand. Yeah, Slim Jim. No, that was the commercial.
He
cut the promo. I got the picture up right now. He cut the promo with the Slim Jim in hand. But yeah, the commercial. I was trying to find a picture of the commercial, but I'm not seeing anything there. But yeah, he won the Battle Royal, so shout out to him there. Anything else you guys want to touch on about that Battle Royal? Anything particular? Or we can move on.
Shout out to Omos. I thought it was fun to see him out there.
Yeah. He looked good too.
Yeah, I thought Cross looked okay. Cross looked okay against AJ out there. Well, didn't look terrible.
Yeah. That was they were just continuing their story. Which
I'm trying to think of like who else was out there doing it.
Everything else was pretty much filler.
Yeah, it pretty much was a standard battle royal. Yeah, nothing.
It was a battle royal. Yeah, it got the job done.
Almost got his eliminations up, so shout out to him.
Right. All right, so let's go to this here. Let's go to this match.
Let me get ready.
Baszler and Ronda. Let's start with you, Vern. Start with you. Let me hear your thoughts.
I'm gonna say this. All right. Go back. Right there.
The double heel hooks.
Look at Shorty. Look at Ronda Rousey's eye.
Yeah.
You don't see the swelling already on her eyeball where she got knocked. She got that Mickey coming through on her eyeball.
These girls were banging.
All right. So, was this the greatest match between two women? No. MMA in a wrestling ring, it happens all the time. So for people who are like, oh, why would you do that?
It's got to be in a cage. No, that's UFC's thing.
Yes. Because K1, because we rings, it's been done before. So relax, IWC. It doesn't have to happen in the daggone octagon. It doesn't have to happen in the Lions Den.
That was clearly like a 19-year-old kid who doesn't know the history of combat sports. That's clearly what that was.
Those ladies, I wish the video package to build up to it was awesome.
Yep.
But I wish they would have announced it, like made it a bigger deal, the fact that they were going to have an MMA fight, because when they got there that night, I was like, I guess I thought it was going to happen, but I didn't realize they were going to have MMA rules and the way the ref called it, whatever. I was like, okay. But from the moment the bell rang, them ladies began to throw potatoes like it was Thanksgiving.
Yeah, so they pulled. They still pulled.
They
their
did
punches,
pull, but they
pulled a lot less than you normally would pull. There was a few G's on that snug, brother, when they were hitting each other.
When Ronda hit that first big roundhouse kick, was it Ronda who took the kick, or was it Shayna that took the kick?
It was Shayna.
Shayna gave
Ronda.
the kick.
Shayna gave the kick. Ronda went out to the outside.
Shayna gave the kick, and Ronda ate it. Whomp.
Yep.
And when Ronda came back with the knee to the face,
the knee. Yep, that's what caught Shayna. The knee to the eye. Yep.
Yes. Yeah.
He's rolling his eyes.
You can't look.
I'm ready for you. So I'm ready.
I'm saying,
I got a comparison you're not gonna like. I got
that's
one
fine.
for you.
That's fine.
I got two of them actually.
That's fine. But
so before you do that, go ahead.
It was two ladies who worked. They literally beat the heck out of each other.
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Shorty legit got her arm hurt where she put her in the submission hole because she was like, Ronda was straight up and that arm bar. Ronda like she was about to pop her arm in the arm bar. And when she went to choke her and she had to bite her glove, and that
was awesome. I like that finish.
You couldn't get no realer than that. On effort, etc., I'd give it a high grade. As an actual match, I just think the crowd was tired and you didn't do enough to explain the fact that this was going to be an MMA fight. That was probably the biggest folly to it in my eyes. But as a match, them ladies worked too hard and they did too much in there to just be like, nah, it was boring because you weren't paying attention. If you say it was boring, you weren't paying attention because they was punching each other in the face. Like, stop it.
I'm gonna let you go last, Ian. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you hold your stew a little bit longer. Just to piggyback off of Vern, because I'm in agreement with Vern here. I'm in agreement with Vern. But when I first watched it, I was low-key hate watching because I was like, what is this nonsense going to be? Then I heard the ref and I was like, oh, this is extra. But then the bell rang and it was just like a wrestling match, but they're just fighting. I was like, okay, this isn't getting across the way I would like it to get across. That's what I got out of it first. Then I watched it again. I think the wife was watching it or the kid wanted to watch the show. So I sat down and watched it again. I said, these girls worked really hard. The match, like you said, I think enough thought wasn't put into it.
It was bowling shoe ugly.
Yes, it was.
Finish your point, Frank. You paused. Finish your point.
I know.
Or I'm going to start talking right now.
How many times am I going to freeze? How many times
you just froze there? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Every time I have a point to share, it freezes on me. This thing's hating on me. Where'd you hear last?
You literally stopped at your point. Yeah. You just went.
Yeah,
and you just froze.
And now I'm trying to remember what I said.
Good. You forgot?
You said, I agree with Vern. Them girls, I watched it the second time. The girls worked hard, and then you.
I watched it the second time, and the girls worked. That was the last thing I said. Then I noticed that it went black. Okay, so I didn't add more. So, like I said, the girls worked hard. I think they performed well enough for the 7 minutes and 30 seconds they had. I would have liked it if it was treated more like an MMA match than a wrestling match on a wrestling card with MMA rules. I personally wanted a fight pit. Give me the fight pit. You have an MMA style match gimmicked. Give me the fight pit. Okay, you don't want to do the fight pit. That's fine. Maybe the fight pit cage doesn't work in that Ford Field. Whatever. Sure. Whatever. So then make it more like an MMA fight. Give me rounds. Give me time. Give me judges. If you're going to do all of that, you're going to go out of your way to call it MMA rules. Go out of your way to make it actual MMA rules. Rounds, 5 apiece. Cornermen. I don't remember what they're called.
I was like, I don't know what MMA rules
are. No. I'm not anything specific. But,
okay, because I was like, if this is your zone, I don't know.
But they could have still done what they did. But I think if you gave us rounds, it would have felt different. Okay. As opposed to just go out there for 7 minutes and potato each other. Because that was tough enough. was tough enough. I mean, without the gloves. But go ahead, Ian. That's all I want to say. Go ahead, Ian. Take it away. Take it away with your disdain.
All right. I know Vern's gonna get hot when I make this second comparison. Now, I overall, the girls worked hard. It worked for what it needed to be, right? I mean, like, you watch it, you look at it, it's like, yeah, that looks like that shit hurts.
That was the roundhouse kick right there we were talking about.
Yeah,
there.
it looks legit, right? The brawl for all looked legit too. So when
that's why.
Yeah, exactly. But the only difference between the brawl for all and this is that they actually.
Yeah, I said tough enough for a brawl for all. Yeah, go ahead. Thank you.
They actually know what they're doing, and they actually, like, it made sense. It wasn't like let's get in the ring and hit each other, and whoever gets knocked out
wasn't
first.
two drunks. It wasn't two drunks standing at the bar, fighting over the last beer.
Yeah. But
which I think it's capped to compare the two. But go ahead, that's fine. Low hanging fruit. That's fine.
That's fine. And the match worked for me. But when I think about the fan reaction and how I felt watching it, Vern, we spoke about this a few weeks ago. I'm going to name the WrestleMania, and you tell me the worst match on the card. You'll get it immediately when I say it. WrestleMania 2.
Is it the boxing match?
The boxing? Are you the main event? You really think that? Okay, Mr. T. Roddy Piper.
Because the feeling of it. Because after a while, it's like, okay, we're watching this, and like, okay, you're boxing, but then it's like, and then what Frank said, like, you have rules, we kind of don't have rules, and then, like, you know, Piper Body says Mr. T, and it's like, and then it ends. But Piper and Mr. T, that ended that way. But that feeling of like, this is not wrestling, it's something different, and I'm trying to get into it, but it's like, But the good thing about it is that it worked because they hit each other legit.
Yeah.
The whole thing
they
about
had to.
They had to. But if they didn't,
we'd be poo-pooing. I think all three of us would be poo-pooing all over it.
If the ladies didn't put in the effort that they did for the match, I would have been like, this was terrible.
Yeah.
It's hokey. You couldn't have worked that.
It worked. Was it my favorite match on the card? No.
I agree.
But I'm just saying is that I just don't think that it's like, I've seen worse. I guess, like, in my mind, I've seen matches. I wouldn't like. I've watched the match twice.
Jarrett do an exhibition, an MMA
exhibition.
Yeah.
You ever seen that?
You remember that?
Yeah.
I was about to say,
yes, of course.
Yeah. So
red MMA short, Jeff. Come on, guys. Come on, get one of y'all out here. Come on.
So bad. Bad.
Let's go. Bad. You mean good?
Go ahead. Oh, God, Lord.
King of the Mountain.
Go ahead, Ver. Sorry to cut you off. Go ahead.
No. But I mean, that's truly. You have to respect the effort.
Yes, there we go. Great. You have to respect it. Whether you like it or not, you had to respect what they did out there.
Yeah,
because
they were those, because we all know they're two shooters. Those are two legit women who were finally told, oh, you don't have to hold back as much as you do. You can kind of let off. And they let off.
Like Moxley.
Right.
See,
oh God.
Everyone has a serious conversation.
All right, we're gonna let him start this one. We're gonna let him start this one.
Oh, my beloved.
Yes, because his favorite. Yes,
his favorite Gunther.
His love letter.
Drew McIntyre.
My beloved Gunther smashed Drew McIntyre as expected.
So whatever air that Baszler and Rousey sucked out of that stadium, Drew and Gunther found it. They found it immediately.
Yeah.
From the gate. These dudes were going from the gate, and I love this match too.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ian. Sorry.
Look at that's the second best match in the card for me. And you know, Gunther and Drew, they hit hard, man. They're two mean guys, man. And like
men slapping meat, baby.
And the thing about it is that you want Drew to go over, but you just have that feeling that Gunther has created a persona of like the final boss. Of what we spoke about before. He is that person. If you're gonna beat me, you're gonna have to beat the hell out of me. And then even that, think about him and Ilya at NXT when he won the UK title. Ilya had to beat the living hell out of this guy
to win it.
To win it. And that was barely it.
The second time.
The second time.
Beat him the first time.
Exactly.
And the second time on the rematch, you had to beat that.
And the thing about it is Gunther is being groomed to become the next world champion. He's being groomed.
For sure.
He is next in line. I feel bad for Drew. He got smashed, but who better get smashed by the Ring General? Love it.
Vern, your thoughts?
I got nothing to add to that, man. It was a fun match. It was hard hitting. When they were chopping each other, I think they got up to like 42 chops back and forth, but they weren't They weren't the chops where they were chopping and then slapping their thighs while they were chopping.
Nipping? They weren't nipping? No, that was all
this
all
was
hand
straight up. I'm gonna get a sound off of this because I'm slapping you straight meat on meat.
Yeah. There was a while I think Gunther was starting to cinch up a bit. And I was like, Gunther's cinching up on these chops? I was like, Drew was throwing them. I mean, Drew's a big boy too. Let's not forget. Like Drew is equally as big, if not bigger than Gunther. So
shout out to Booker T. There's no bread, no water, no vegetables. It was just meat. Whenever he says that, Joe, I'd be popping. It's so funny. It's like no water.
But no, another good match. I think with another one that's one of the top matches of the card that night. That's why I was surprised you called it Slumberslam. I'm like, what? Where?
Oh no, that's what the basement's calling it. So I thought it was quite funny. So I was like, Slumberslam. That's different.
The basement. Okay, I forgot about that, my lady. My bad.
Again, the people who posted pictures themselves at SummerSlam watching Collision.
Imagine buying a ticket to take a picture watching a rival.
And the crazy part is, am I lying, Prof? There wasn't just one post. There was like 20 of them.
It was
people sitting in the nosebleeds. Bro, people in the nosebleeds. You're just like, bro, you have to watch a screen to be able to see what's happening in the ring. So what are you doing?
Why are you even here? Why'd you spend the money to go?
Like, you spent the money, so enjoy the show. Why'd you spend the money to go? Oh, lols, I've got my TV screen out because I can't see the big
Yeah, Shay was mentioning to me, some tickets are $80 to WrestleMania in Philly. We should go. I'm like, it's the nosebleeds in a football stadium. What's the point? I was like, what's the point? I would just watch it at home because I'm just gonna watch the screen.
I had this same conversation with one of my homies the other day. He was like, yo, I'm thinking about going. He was like, I'm gonna try to get the cheapest seats. And I was like, it's a football stadium. You're gonna be sitting in the very tippy top.
Yeah, you're gonna be hundreds of feet away from anything.
You're gonna be paying to watch a really big TV screen.
Right. Yeah,
I understand being there, but like, I want to be somewhat near the.
I want to see it. I want to witness it. Right. If you to go to WrestleMania, I think if I ever get a chance to go to WrestleMania, it'll be thousands of dollars spent.
Oh, 100%.
That'd be the only way to experience it. I paid $100 for these seats and I'm in section 407.
You're in this section where the guys can have a backyard wrestling match in the stadium and not get caught
and not get caught because security is 3 decks down and not caring on what's going on.
And they're like, bro, I'm not walking that tall. Y'all good up there.
Like, I'm cool. You're out of breath by the time you get to your seats. Like, I'm cool.
Yes.
Nope. Yes. No, thank you. All right,
you got the seats where the usher doesn't bother take. They just go. They're up there.
Yeah,
just go to the top.
You just keep walking up that flight.
You'll figure it out.
Yeah, that's how you know. Oh, damn, I'm up there, huh?
No.
All right, so let's get to this next match. We're halfway through the card. Franklin, good old Franklin Rollins and Finn. What you guys think of this one?
Man.
I liked the match. I hated the finish because I thought Finn should have gone over. Finn needed the win.
He didn't. Seth's too over. Seth's too over.
I don't think so.
But that's just it.
Can't take that belt. Can't take that belt.
Why? Why?
He's not over.
You can't.
Why?
Yes, you can.
Yes,
you can.
Oh, come on, Franny. Come on, Franny. I wouldn't think this would be you, Franny. No.
You can't take the belt off Seth yet.
Franny,
yes, you can. What? That was the perfect time to do it.
Why would it be the perfect
time?
Why?
Because firstly, think about how when Finn lost at Money in the Bank. Okay, the whole briefcase thing, whatever.
Sure.
Finn's story going into SummerSlam, the 7 years, the promos, him being obsessed. You think that he's gonna go in and he has to beat Seth? Seth doesn't need the title anymore.
Seth wore the gear that he did the night that he hurt freaking Finn.
that was great. That's trolling at its finest.
It hurt.
That's exactly the character Seth is.
He would have been fine.
He shouldn't have won.
This man right here would have lost nothing.
This man right here, Seth Rollins, is the flag carrier of Monday Night Raw with that title around his waist. You put Finn Balor, you give Finn Balor that championship. It doesn't work at this time.
Yes,
it doesn't.
Yes, it
There's
does.
no way it does. There's no way it does. Okay.
Storyline wise, it works.
Finn Balor wins, then what?
Finn Balor wins.
Finn Balor wins, then what? Let's go there.
Okay. Finn Balor wins, right? So now what ends happening in the Judgment Day is that Damian has a briefcase. Now you have that thing, that paranoia. Finn becomes the paranoid champion, who's looking behind all the time and stuff like that. He goes to pay back, beats Finn. my thing is this: if Finn lost the title at Payback, I'll be fine with it because he won the title.
So why
because
give him 28 days with it?
Because Frank, here's the reason why: him losing to Seth. How do you rehab Finn Balor after this?
It doesn't matter. You can take him
It
off for a
doesn't matter.
while. It doesn't matter for Finn.
Here.
No, it
Yes,
doesn't
it
matter
does.
for Finn. Finn was just a stepping stone opponent for Seth
No,
Rollins.
Frank, what are you
How do you not see
talking
that?
about?
You thought Finn was a formidable enough opponent to take the belt off of Mr. Whoa.
At this stage,
Are you
yes.
serious?
At this stage,
No.
But think about it. Finn, at this point, if Finn wins out at Payback, wherever it is, if he
Finn's
has
not going to win.
He has to beat Seth. And if he beats Seth and then Damien cashes in, as long as he can say, I beat Seth Rollins, he injured me in 2016. He did all of that, but I beat him. He cannot go around it doesn't make any sense. Storyline.
It sounds like you are booking the end of the Judgment Day already. Is that what you're doing?
I'm
sounds
booking
like it.
No, the eventual.
You're booking
split.
Dissension, Paranoia.
It's better than Seth. Okay, Frank. Let's look at Monday Night Raw, right? Let's go at Raw, right?
Sure.
Shinsuke Nakamura cuts that promo, which was all in Japanese. I guess that star and people loved it. Whatever.
Sure.
Seth Rollins comes out, does a stupid little whoa. All it is
stupid little wow. He's all set with Seth. I hear it.
I
hear it.
Wow.
Because my thing
You are all set.
Don't get me wrong. When Seth wrestles, great. He's a great. The gimmick itself is just the song. He yells and let's fight. I don't get it.
He's been the Joker, but no, he's been the Joker forever. He's been the Joker forever. That was always his gimmick. He was the Joker.
Comparing Seth to Roman as a credible champion, Seth is a credible champion. I get that.
He's a fighting champion.
He's a fighting champion. Roman had the title for 2+ years. No, 3 years.
3+ now.
He has beaten everybody. He has smashed everybody. It has been that's it.
Yeah.
Seth, I don't take Seth seriously.
Seth has been champion for what, 3 months?
I don't think. But the thing,
how long has he been champion, Vern?
Since what? June?
I'm looking.
The Saudi Arabia show. This is the Saudi Arabia show where he won the belt.
At the end of the tournament, right?
Yep.
His outfits are too goofy. It's all about the entrance music.
Okay.
All right.
That. Now we're taking personal attacks at Seth, and I will take none of this Seth Rollins.
You will take him. Like I said, he's a great wrestler. He's good, but he doesn't. He's that good. He doesn't need to be champion.
Yeah. No. He needed the title. He needed the title.
He doesn't need any more.
Night of Champions. This man has not even been champion 3 months, and you're all set with Seth Rollins as his WWE World Heavyweight Champion.
He doesn't.
Do you remember? Do you remember what Triple H said about that belt? Do you remember what he said about that belt, Vern? Let me ask Vern. You remember what he said about that belt?
He said it was going to be the workhorse title. He said he wants that title to be.
He paraphrased.
We're paraphrasing it. Yeah,
workhorse title. The person who's this champion is a guy who's gonna be the workhorse of the company.
It's gonna be here every night, put on matches because he wanted it not like Roman, not a part-time player. He's not a part-time player. Yeah.
So if that's the case,
Finn is that guy over Seth.
Finn is not
put that strap on Finn.
Finn is not the guy over Seth, but Finn as a character, as a superstar. This Judgment Day group, he's the only one in the group who has done nothing that is of credibility.
Perfect.
And he's the leader. He's the leader of the group.
And the leader.
Perfect.
That's not perfect.
Yes, because he's a heel. It's gonna piss him off more. Give him more
get
angst.
Out of here.
Give him more angst. Yes, Vern. You cackling over there. Yes, Vern. You understand it. You get it, Vern. You get it. Seth needs to continue to be the champion.
He does, and that's fine because if he keeps it till Mania and gets smashed by Gunther, I'm perfectly fine.
I don't even think it has to even be Mania. I don't even think so. Bring it to Survivor Series. Sure.
No.
Let him lose it there. Why can't it be Survivor Series? But Finn can win it at Payback or Fastlane or whatever this throwaway pay-per-view is called.
I want Finn to be
Yeah. What do you mean throwaway pay-per-view?
No. This next one. I'm talking about this next one.
Yeah.
Payback.
He said the next one is he can win it.
But my thing is with Finn, as a character, he looks like the bumbling heel, which is fine. But if you have no one on the Raw roster that's credible, it's like if the Judgment is going to be the second version of the Bloodline, whatever. You can't have a bumbling idiot as the leader. It ruins the whole group.
I understand that, but you don't also need a World Heavyweight Champion as a leader.
it can be temporary. Seth can tell back. Why?
You're booking like the Attitude Era right now.
Oh,
get the belt off a guy for a month, put it back on him, just so we can tell the story.
Yes.
You don't have to take the belts. Yes. You don't have to take the jewelry away to tell the story. You don't have to take the jewelry away to tell that story. This man is the world heavyweight champion for a reason. He is a world.
I know the reason. I get the reason.
Why?
I get it.
Why is the reason?
Why?
Why?
And yes, Seth is over.
He's over.
He's earned it. I get it. But the point that I'm making is that in that case, they should have made Seth fight SummerSlam. He should have someone else.
He should have wrestled someone else.
I went in thinking that Finn was going to win.
I'm sorry to hear that, but that wasn't the case.
That big build-up for him to lose, like, you're an idiot.
You sound angry right now. You sound like an angry fan right now.
Yeah, I'm angry. I'm like, it didn't make any damn sense to me.
I'm sorry. It made perfect sense to me. Vern, what say you, sir?
Oh, you're an idiot anyway.
You know what? I've actually appreciated being. I finally know what it does like to be you, Frank. Where you sit there
and
watch it. Yeah, I was just like, okay, this is what that looks like.
You're over here like,
I'm good. I got nothing to say. I'm with y'all. Y'all keep going, man. Friend, you got anything?
Oh no, that's all I had. That's like I said. I to talk about the match. Talk about the actual match. Match was good. They worked. They did well. I like Finn rocking the Air Forces. Are those forces?
Nah, those are
oh God, they're out again.
They're not Air Forces. Those are
they're like Jordans.
Dunks.
No, not dunks. They're not dunks. They're oh God, what are they called?
Is there another shot of them? There's another shot. Oh yeah, they're colored on the top there on the toes. What are those?
They're not Blazers, right? No, they're not Blazers.
No, not Blazers.
No, Blazers don't have the back purple colored like that.
Anyway, well, whatever.
I don't know. They're nice.
Look like dunks. Either way.
Yeah, he changed his complete look up all together. And I think he actually looks better here with this look. But no, man. No, he couldn't. Absolutely not. No, because he's not the guy.
Leave me alone.
He's not the guy. He's not the guy, pal.
It's not about being the guy. It's not about being the guy. It's about protecting the character.
He's fine. He's fine.
Oh yeah, he's fine.
He's fine.
You saw Raw on Monday? Yeah, he's fine.
Vern, is he not fine?
It's not fair to him. It's not fair.
He's fine.
But don't say
we said the same thing about Austin Theory
when
he lost the Money in the Bank. He lost his Money in the Bank contract catching. They were saying same thing about Austin Theory.
Either way, then I guess the
Austin Theory's done. Come on now.
What's the next match? What's the next match?
After WrestleMania?
I got rid of that. Hold on.
Wow. We're not gonna get into Monday Night Raw. That's not a tonight's topic. We'll talk Raw.
No, we're not talking Raw. We're not talking Raw.
Austin Theory. He's not on Raw. He's on SmackDown.
Let's go. These girls. These ladies.
It was all right.
Go ahead. Huh?
Yeah. I'm very wound up already. Let me get into this now.
Go ahead.
I felt firstly, Vern, you said that you want Charlotte to go over. What? I'm not even thinking about that. Bianca was the right woman to win. Like, it makes sense. I wouldn't have minded if Asuka won, because I think that the Asuka Io thing would have been a Stardom dream. But I like the match. I think that towards the middle of the match, and Vern, we spoke about this, that there were some spots that were a little bit messy.
They had issues.
They got cooking. Once they hit the midway, they got cooking.
Yeah, but they had some issues. I remember.
But as a three-way, when you think about a classic triple threat match, what usually happens is that it's a triple threat first. Someone gets tossed to the outside. That's one-on-one.
That's not a classic triple threat, by the way. That's not a classic triple threat. That's a modern triple threat. A classic triple threat is all three men are constantly working.
The average TV triple threat.
Thank you.
I'll say that. Okay. I'll let you go with that, Ian.
Okay, because that's not how they're supposed to go. Because Jim Cornette invented it when he started booking it. First one was the Smoky Mountain. I'm just saying, if you're
can I go to the middle? Can I move me? Hold on. Go ahead.
Yeah. Go ahead. Jim Cornette created the triple threat match.
He did.
Okay. All right.
He did it.
He did it. Hey,
he did
guy. Hey. Okay, so you're
Jim Cornette gave the idea to Paulie. Jim Cornette called and gave the idea to Jim Ross. He explained to JR how it worked. Cornette did it.
Yeah. I'm not saying they didn't, but I'm talking about what you're talking about. The first ever triple.
Doesn't matter. The idea of the triple threat is that three people are working.
Great. Okay. So
at all times. You don't throw one person out and disappears, and then two people work together.
That's fine. Do you understand that the classic triple threat match you're talking about did not work in this match? It didn't work. it was botchy. It was messy.
I felt
was
like all
messy.
three ladies were working though. I felt like there was no point where I felt like one person just disappeared without
Charlotte.
cause. Without cause.
I didn't like.
Yeah,
Charlotte's
I think
work
there was
match.
I feel like if anybody did the least amount of work, I'd probably say Charlotte.
The one that you
from what
want
I
to go
can remember.
over, by the way, which didn't make any type of sense. What
You really
I
feel
love-
like
I love
Charlotte
this
did the
finish,
least
though.
work.
Charlotte, yeah.
Really?
I believe so from what I remember. That's why I said from what I remember.
Bianca was being Bianca. Period.
Yeah, I feel like she was the one that was going out of all of them the most.
And
Bianca.
the crowd wanted Bianca.
Her spot when she got hurt. Did y'all think it was real?
The leg spot.
No.
When she got thrown over the top rope and she started screaming. And
Oh yeah, she fell to the ground. Yeah, she did a good job. She
You're
sold
lying.
that well.
You're lying.
Yeah, she
you
sold
tell
that
me you
well.
was like, oh, that's a work. That's a work. You're a liar.
Because you want to know why? When they carried her off, I'm like, she's coming back.
But you're telling me at
Never.
no point in her selling, at
When
no
she hit
point
the
when they
floor,
No,
when
no,
she
no,
hit the floor.
The stuff
I was
like that,
convinced.
like the spot itself. I'm like, oh wow. But I knew when they were taking her away and stuff. I'm like, she's coming back.
Yeah. No.
Okay,
yeah.
but
Of course,
okay,
yeah.
of course. But you're telling me up until that point, you were like, oh, she's fine. She's fine. She's fine. You didn't think she got legitimately hurt?
No.
You're a liar.
Okay.
Bro,
I'll be-
about this finish,
When
though?
that sound came out and she was she was sitting there screaming and crying, and I was
she's
like,
a good. She's
and
was
Corey was like, all right, why don't we not focus on that? We got a match going on, so why don't we just turn
Yeah.
back to the match? And I
Turn-
was like,
turn away.
yo, did she get hurt for real?
She didn't.
She had me. She had
yeah.
me when I thought she was
Gotcha.
hurt until they
She got
carried
you.
her out, and I was like, okay, she's not hurt.
Yeah, she's
She's
coming
fine.
back. She's coming back. Can we talk about this finish?
That fit. I mean, yeah.
Dope.
Yeah.
I think that was the best finish of the night, in my opinion. The
Mm.
creativity with the figure
Yeah.
eight, rolling her up, getting the pinfall.
Yeah.
She gets the victory and she wants to celebrate, but she's still locked in to the submission, and she's like clamoring to the referee, like, "Help me get out of this." I like the finish, and then
Yeah.
we went to EO. What did you guys think of that finish?
EO?
No. This
Bianca.
the initial,
yeah.
the initial, and then going to EO here where she wins it.
I felt bad for Bianca.
Really?
I felt bad for Bianca. Hey, yeah. Because
Say
think about
more.
it. Think about SummerSlam 2021.
Was that 21?
What
Yeah.
about it?
When
last year?
yes, and yes, we think about
No.
SummerSlam wise, right?
Okay.
Bianca comes in. I mean, Becky comes back, beats Bianca, and that's the chase. The payoff makes sense, right?
Mania. Yep.
That makes sense, right?
Yep.
Bianca win the title. She's hurt. Here comes EO. I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it. I like
didn't.
that.
I forgot about the briefcase
Yeah.
after that match.
I knew it was happening because the way that the match was laid out, she got injured, came back, and won. Valiant babyface.
Mhm.
It's the perfect time for a heel group to
A
come
heel
in
to take over. Yeah.
and capitalize. So
Mhm.
that makes sense. I mean, EO
Sure.
win the title. Love it for her.
Yeah, good for her. Good for her.
Agreed. I got nothing bad to say about that. I'm glad she won the title.
I've always enjoyed EO's work. Always enjoyed it.
And you know
God,
what?
Dark again.
They padded Bianca's stats, gave her another championship,
Yeah.
technically another W under her belt with a
Oh.
championship reign. So
I'm
It
sorry.
counts.
Yeah.
It counts.
It does.
So.
I don't want to get off of topic, but is there a possible heel turn for Bianca in the future?
I don't know because she just got that new commercial with
She's in the Slim Jim commercial
and
too.
she's in the Slim Jim. She got like 2 new commercials. I feel like she's
yeah,
something
she's in a
else, too.
different commercial by
Oh,
herself.
Four Bang or something, whatever that drink. She's a new spokesperson for that too.
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't
think
see it.
anytime soon.
I would be excited to see what it would look like
Yeah,
because I think her and Tez could do some magic together on camera, but she's like one of the top merch pushers.
yeah,
and
she's super over as a babyface. The
she's
girls
like
love
John.
her.
She's filling that female John Cena role at the
Yeah.
moment.
Which
in terms of, like,
I agree with that. But once again, I know that Frank was saying that Finn will be fine, whatever. But what about Bianca after his loss?
She's
What-
fine. She's totally fine.
She is, but where does she go next?
She can, if she wants, she can go right towards Io Sky for the title storyline
then-
wise.
And then
She
lose.
just lost it.
And then lose because she is gonna lose.
She could. Yeah, why not?
Why
But
would
be-
she not? Why would she not lose?
but I don't
Yeah,
think you
why-
can
it
compare
doesn't-
Bianca Finn though because Bianca's to the
Oh
point.
no, I'm not. I'm
Bianca's
not.
momentum. Bianca's
I'm not.
momentum's
No,
not
no.
going anywhere.
Bianca's
I'm
not
not-
going
I'm not.
anywhere.
Yeah, Bianca's
not.
momentum's ridiculous.
I'm not. But I'm saying, like, I think a tweener role could work for Bianca.
Immediately, like right now.
Not immediately. And also, in my defense about the Slim Jim commercial and stuff, when Macho Man was doing it, I can pretty much pinpoint he was a heel at some point doing Slim Jim commercials.
Oh, I'm not saying no, but this isn't the 80s though. But like,
this is 2023. It's
I'm just
2023.
for the sake of argument.
I hear you, but I'm just saying, I just truly don't see them. I don't see them putting John Cena on the cover of Fruity Pebbles and him being the heel in that situation.
Right.
Yeah. Which is true. I can agree with that.
Something like that would definitely happen elsewhere, but not. I think the E's got too much. When they got too much invested in you as a babyface, they're not going to let that just go.
Plus, the money she brings in for gear, the money she brings in for merch, no way, no way you turn her heel.
And a black role model,
right?
For girls,
100%. Like, shout out to her.
Favorite wrestler.
Shout out to her. So many little girls look up to Bianca. I couldn't imagine them turning her heel.
Yeah,
right. Not anytime. That's why I said not anytime soon.
So she feels the role that Charlotte, for a lot of folks, Charlotte doesn't. Right, a lot of people don't look up to Charlotte as being some role model for women.
Charlotte to me is a natural born heel, like her dad. She's a natural born heel.
That's it.
As much
Bianca,
as go ahead. My fault. Nope. I was gonna say, as much as you respect Charlotte and her game and her work in the ring, she's a heel. You want to hate Charlotte. Yeah, you know what I mean. I feel like Bianca, complete opposite, just like you said. Go ahead. That's all I wanted to say.
No, and I do agree with you. I think that heel Bianca intrigues me. It's the same way heel Braun Breaker intrigued me, and that we've never seen Braun go heel, and Braun is a heel now. I want heel Braun all day. Heel Braun all day is the scary human being.
We had heel Bianca in NXT, but the Bianca we have now,
it's
not comparable. It's not comparable to what Bianca was doing in NXT.
Okay,
she leveled up to a point where she's nowhere near what she was doing in NXT. So to see her as a heel would be pretty interesting. I can't wait to see that. Yeah, heel Bianca. She was a heel. Again, what year was she trying to figure it out?
When was she
back? A couple years before the pandemic.
2019, 2020.
Yeah, right. Like,
really?
Yeah.
Yeah. She was pretty good. She was what we said before. She was what Sasha wanted to be.
Yeah, that's where the whole EST thing came from. When she was a heel there, she kept calling herself the EST of everything. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's where it started. It all started there, but
I legit thought she was on the main roster one day. She was just on the main roster. I didn't know.
Well, she's there. Wow. She's a WWE product, so she's not going anywhere.
You know a match you should watch, Vern? Bianca and Shayna Baszler from one of the NXT one of the takeovers.
Yep.
Great match.
When Shayna was champion, right?
I'll check it out tomorrow.
Champion.
Yeah, Shayna Bianca. All right, cool.
Shayna Bianca. Shayna's champion. Shayna's choking everybody out at that point.
Yeah, and but she, I think Bianca was I think turning face by then. I think she was probably face by then, but it's a great match.
Yeah.
Wait, so Bianca was on like week to week NXT TV?
Yeah. When it was on network, not network. Was it network still then? Yeah, when it was network
before Peacock.
Okay, so she was in black and gold though, like Super Indie NXT,
like Super Indie NXT.
Yeah,
on the transition to heavy metal NXT.
Yeah.
My
favorite version.
Yeah,
my favorite version.
All right. Anything else about the ladies? I think they all did well.
That's it, man.
I love the finish.
Yo, shout out to Asuka. Asuka just bought herself a building. She's building a 4-story building for her hobby, which is arcade machines.
Oh, nice.
Yo, in Japan, nice. I was just watching her YouTube
those
channel.
Machines those machines are ridiculous out there.
She was like, I like arcades, that's my life, and they don't exist as much in Japan, so I'm just gonna buy a building. 4-story building that each floor is dedicated. Bro, crazy.
That's crazy.
She buys like the big arcade machines. She's like has them in a warehouse. She's like, I can't wait to put these all back in one place.
So she's buying the shoot cabinets, not the ones at Walmart that are like
no. She's buying the the
real cabinets.
Yeah,
that's dope. Yeah, that's cool.
So shout out to her because she's living her best life. If you watch her YouTube, bro, she's staying like Gucci blazes. Like she's always drippy out to the.
Well, I know that's your girl. That's your girl.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to her. She's been my. That's my.
She's been your girl
for so long, bro.
She's not Hikaru Shida. Moving on.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Moving on.
All right, final match of the night. What did y'all think? What do y'all think of this one?
36
minutes.
Too long.
Heat, right?
If you would have,
Heat was crazy long. Go ahead.
Bro,
where wants to go?
It wasn't even Heat was too long. Like, remember when Jay at the beginning when Jay pulled out the table because people were like table.
Yeah.
And then, that part to when the table got finally involved was like another 24 minutes. And it was like, I appreciate you got the table to shut the people up, but then it was like, what are we doing here? Oh man, it just
I didn't bring this
to go where and the part that it fell off the boat for me, it fell off the edge, was when Solo got involved and it just became a 2-on-1. Because by the logic of tribal warfare, then it's okay for another guy to just run in and beat you up liberally. There's no
rules. You told us on SmackDown by Roman stopping Solo from hitting Jay that there's some honor in this fight that we're going to have.
Yeah.
But
then we get to the match and you have Solo get involved. If anything, you should have told us that story again of not allowing Solo to get involved. And that would drive the point home, but it was lost.
By wrestling logic, right? So if Solo could have interfered, why didn't you Solo from the gate just
why wasn't he just out there?
Yeah. Why not just do a 2-on-1 from the beginning? I guess that's just that's like the hole in the whole thing. That's like the logic where I was just like, but it fell apart for me there.
But even for me, if they shaved 15 minutes off the match, made it 21, 25 minutes at that. I know, and Vernon told us, I think after that, he way Roman moves around the ring and like he trash talks the crowd and like. And he, I get it, but
he's deliberate. Roman,
he takes his sweet time. He gets it.
Yeah. But if it's tribal combat, this guy is trying to take your throne. You're trying to smash this guy immediately. You're not trying to take your time to. That didn't work for me. Go
ahead.
It didn't work for me. And then the finish of the match, it didn't work for me either. I saw a better finish than that.
So I'll say this just to piggyback what you were saying. Roman's matches are one gear, so to speak, right? You get once he gets into the heat, everything comes down to a pedestrian pace. We're gonna take our time. I'm gonna slap on a hold. I'm gonna talk my crap, and then we're gonna get towards the comeback, and we're gonna go to the finish, right? That's a Roman match.
Yeah,
I feel like in comparison, we were talking about this guy. We're talking about these two. When I know for the audio listener, these two are Brock and Cody. They gave us, as much as I didn't like the second match, they gave us 3 different matches in one storyline. They gave us 3 different style of matches. So I think that's where there's a disconnect in this match as well between Jay and Roman, because if you called it, you gave it a stipulation. So we expected to see something different.
No.
But you just gave us another Roman Reigns match with no rules.
Pretty much.
And it's like, okay.
So can I toss this out there? Now that you said that, how would you have felt if they would have dressed up the ring or something? Do you think that's what was missing?
I would have thought of the Viking Raiders in that boat match, that super boat match.
Okay.
I think that's too much. Because what would you address it with? Lays and
I don't know. So I don't know either. But I guess
it would have hokey.
Like you, I agree that I'm like, it was tribal combat. But it was just a no DQ match. It really wasn't a tribal combat.
Like what it was.
Maybe what if it was cinematic? Not for your main event. Not for your main event.
No.
In a stadium in Ford Field?
Yeah.
Cinematic. So if it would have been cinematic, then they would have had to have fought on the beach. For me, then it's like y'all fighting on the beach.
Yeah, like on an island or something.
Something
cinematic.
Silly.
Maybe if this happened during the pandemic, we would have gotten something like that.
Yeah. I guess I just wish they wouldn't have called it tribal combat. They wouldn't have had the awkward, ripped up the contract. Did the elders approve this? The elders suggested it. That talk was weird.
But for me,
just to get this match, that's the problem.
But for me, if you're gonna call it tribal combat and do that, where was Alpha? Where was Sika? Where's Rikishi?
Right, where are those
elders?
guys?
Where are the elders?
We're agreeing with each other.
I'm adding on. I'm like, where are the elders? Make me feel that. And then we get to the finish of the match. They did not. I get it. Jimmy turning, not heel, but Jimmy turning on his brother.
Yeah.
When I saw that, I'm like, I'm done. I'm done.
Is Black slimming, or did Jimmy lose a little weight?
Why? Because did they jump the shark for you?
No. But I think
that was the IWC, by the way.
This was jumping the shark.
That was the phrase.
We don't know.
Yes,
yet.
it was.
Yes,
it was. Jimmy turning on Jay was jumping the shark. That the Bloodline stories has jumped the shark. That was the joke all amongst the basement.
Not yet.
Shark.
But it didn't. For me, if Jimmy came back and kind of like cost him the match without turning on him. Like once that happened, you knew it was Jimmy, and you knew Roman was winning.
Well, I think you knew it was Jimmy when you saw him from behind too.
Exactly, you knew from there. And
the body, like it was like, what the hell's Jimmy doing?
But go back to our point: tribal combat, no DQ. The elders approved. What the hell is Jimmy doing there then? What the hell Show's doing there?
Yeah,
right.
That's the logic, right? Like the loophole in the story the hole in the story that made no sense to me.
And then Paul Heyman, go back to that picture, Frank, of Paul Heyman looking at them, and I think people were saying, "Oh, Paul knew it was going to happen. Look at Paul's face. Paul knew it was but he didn't, because on SmackDown it was something completely different. So I'm even more upset because.
Yeah, this is a chapter right now that I'm just waiting to see how the rest of it's written before I give a huge critique. Because right now they're losing me a bit. I'll tell them. I'll be right straight up. We've been singing the Bloodline story praises forever, but this part right here has me like,
they gotta go up the radar.
Where are we going? Where are we going right now? I can't really tell.
I know where we're going. The Bloodline, not they go off the radar.
No, can't.
Jay's gone. Allegedly, Jay's gone. Roman's gonna be part-time at some point anyway. You still got Solo.
Well, Roman's off next pay-per-view. We know that. He's not gonna be.
So you got Roman. Because right now in the Bloodline story, Jay left, right? Jimmy's not with Roman, right? So Jimmy's like doing his own thing.
Jimmy did what he did to Jay out of spite. That's what I'm guessing. That's what
I'm guessing. Out of love,
right? You can do Jimmy. You can do Jimmy and Solo. You can do that. But for the time being, Hurt Business has to take that role of the Bloodline. They got to step up
as that dominant heel team.
Where are you getting Hurt Business from, though?
He's calling Big Money Bob and Street Profits the Hurt Business.
Everyone call him
Big Money Bob. That's what they call him. Big Money Bob.
The Boomaye Fight Club. Okay.
The Boomaye Fight Club. Dark City Fight Club. I love that name better.
Doom. Here's the thing.
Jesus Christ.
But putting them in that position, because right now, I mean, Jay leaving WWE, but he's not leaving WWE. So like, where you going? If he's off the radar altogether, that's fine. If Roman's not there, that's fine. Because now, eventually, the Bloodline is going to come to an end.
Yeah. I mean, we're getting there. We're getting there.
So this it works because you don't know what's going to happen next, but it cannot be obvious. It cannot be John Cena Nexus 2010. You can't show up in the crowd, and it cannot be that. Oof. It can't be that. Yeah, it can't be that. But overall, the match itself, it was too long. The ending, I'm like, I'm whatever. Like, Roman won again, which is okay, but like,
let's just be honest.
Yeah,
nobody's taking that away from him for a while.
Yeah, we all know Roman's gonna win, but it was how he won. It was too convoluted. It was what the MMA rules match should have been in a way. No, I'm right. Yeah. Like you're calling it something that is really something else, and then you're confusing me.
Those matches are very similar to each other. That's what I was about to ask you guys about. Yeah. Do you see the similarities in that Baszler Rousey match and his Reigns Uso match, where they gave it a stipulation, but they really didn't stick to the stipulation, so to speak? You know, I mean, as far as how I would want to see it, if you call it MMA rules match, give me an MMA fight. You know what I'm saying? Give me that in a WWE ring. If you call it tribal combat, stick to that. Don't allow these guys to just run in and interfere like it's a regular wrestling match. It's like, okay, they just won't get disqualified because there's no DQ. Just say that. Just don't call it tribal combat. Call it no DQ. Because to me, tribal combat was no DQ with a lay on the line. Okay. I mean, I get it. The lay's important.
Tufi, was that what's called? Tufi. I forgot what. I'm pretty sure it was like the name of it. Tufi assumption nonsense, whatever.
Sure. It just says Tribal Chief of the NY family on
gentlemen, may I offer you this? Sure. So I'm hearing y'all talk about the Bloodline, and Prof, you said the Bloodline's got to get off TV for a little bit. Now, I know Franny hates the ratings talk, so I won't bring up too much ratings talk. But
you can if you have to.
But the highest rated segment is always the Bloodline segment. Okay. Period.
Yeah.
How do you not book your hottest act on TV?
Because your highest act on TV is not going to go for another 9 years. There's your answer.
Another 9 years. You don't need to go another 9 years. You need to go just until Mania so Cody can win the belt.
Yeah, but also let me give you that, because if you go all the way to Mania to do what with who? Who's left? They're fighting each other at this point. Who's left?
Cody.
Yeah.
It ends with Cody.
Cody's
the story ends with Cody.
Yes, but Cody's on Raw. Like,
I don't.
It doesn't
That's
matter.
what
He
it
wins the
doesn't
Rumble.
matter.
Cody
Cody's
wins the
gonna
Rumble.
win the
again.
Rumble. Cody's gonna
That's-
win the Rumble.
He is. That's fine. The Rumble's in what month again? January. We're in August.
Yeah, no. So the only way this works, Roman takes a few months off.
Exactly.
He doesn't wrestle. So the next one is, what's it called again? Payback.
Payback.
He's not on that pay-per-view. The one after that is Saudi.
No, Saudi is
October. Yeah,
No.
October.
Saudi September.
Saudi's in the same month as Payback?
I think so.
Okay.
And you got to remember the Saudi shows self-contained
Don't count.
shows. The Saudi
well,
shows don't count.
but what I'm saying is he'll be there for that. He'll be there for that.
Oh
And
yeah, because
sometimes they tell
the
story
payday
through
is going to
there.
be too crazy to not
The
be
story
there for that.
sometimes gets told through that as well. So he'll be there for that. He probably might be there for Survivor Series.
He has to be.
Last year they didn't have a December pay-per-view. Boom, here we are at the Rumble in January. So Roman's fall and winter might be real scarce.
I'm just
You know what I
saying,
mean?
guys. I don't think it's that far off because it's not that far away.
I think if you have Roman work, guys, now that he's losing these comrades around him, he's gonna have a harder time with keeping his title, right? They're gonna try and tell that story where Roman's having tough fights working these guys because he has nobody to watch his back. They've got to get rid of Solo by his side eventually, where it's literally just Roman and Paul at one point.
Yeah,
but Roman and Paul.
But that'll be Mania.
Right, and that's where you can have Cody finish the story.
Yeah, which makes sense.
Them two together. But in the meantime, Roman won't be there for a few months, and whatever opponents you throw at him,
he's gonna win anyway. They know
he's gonna win anyway. Yeah, it doesn't matter. You can throw Karrion Cross at him if you wanted to.
Oh yeah, that's Burns' guy, man.
Yeah, throw Cross at him for a month or two. Sure.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Give
AJ
Sheamus
Styles.
a shot. AJ Styles. They've got some guys. So,
but it's not going. Like, that's not gonna work. But like we know the outcome, and yeah, you're right.
Which is
fine. We know the outcome. We know, and like I think eventually Roman and Solo need to face off against each other. Probably Royal Rumble. Probably whatever.
You need that. You need that. You planted that seed.
Yeah, but it can't happen now.
No.
So come off TV then. What are you doing?
Right.
Then
that's why I said they're not
going to take the hottest act off. I understand what
but
you're saying.
You could create the alternative.
Vern, there were some moments. So during the Sami Zayn storyline, you didn't have Roman on TV damn near every week. If there's a way they can catch that drift that they were at,
but Sammy was special though.
That story, that part of the story was crazy. Yes, every week you were trying to figure out what was happening next, and you didn't need Roman there every week because when Roman showed up, it was a big deal. When he was like, "Oh, he's going to be there next week," okay, it's a big deal. It's still that way now, but as far as you telling this story, Roman's either going to have to be here on a bi-weekly or weekly basis to finish this part of it.
Right.
Or I'm gonna get confused as hell with how they're gonna get there. That's all I know.
You have. I think Burns having a habit of Hogan syndrome, of Cena syndrome. If they're on top, keep them on top, and if they're whatever. But eventually, Hogan left. Eventually, and Vern, I know you missed this time period in which when Cena left and they had to find someone to replace him, and then they went through his whole conundrum and stuff. Yeah, that happened. And to avoid that, you need to have someone in place to eventually.
Who replaced Cena?
Roman Reigns. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm asking. I don't know.
Yeah.
You're just telling me. You said, Vern, you weren't watching. So
you weren't watching.
Okay.
Because Cena was on top from 2005 until 2016, 17.
Duck him. Great. Thank you. Duck him.
Decades.
2 hours, 49, like 45 seconds.
47.
247.
John Cena was on top for decades, right? Mm-hmm. That's fine, right? The Bloodline story, it makes sense. It's the hottest thing going. But if you pull the Bloodline off TV, which you're gonna have to do eventually, you need But okay, so Bobby Lashley's a group. They can't be at the Bloodline. You're saying that pretty much.
No, I'm not.
A-team. Eventually, they need to be that.
Not right now, but they're
not saying that, but not right.
Where
they, brother, like we just said about LA Knight, like we just said about Bianca, I understand story-wise why it could go those places, but there's business reasons why you're not going to get there. The Bloodline, who's the number one segment on television. They draw a house.
Yeah, of course they do.
So it does. So I'm just saying is that I'm not saying I don't get what you're talking about, but in practice, they're not pulling it off TV because it's the number. Even just having Paul and Solo go out there,
that works.
It draws a crowd.
But that's not the Bloodline though. I'm talking about pulling Roman off.
Oh, if you're just pulling Roman off,
you're just pulling Roman. Is that what you're arguing?
You can still tell the story. Yeah.
You keep Solo, you keep Paul. Eventually, Jimmy and Jay. That's fine.
The story right now is Jay. Where's Jay? Is Jay coming back? That's what matters right now.
And drag that out. That's fine. But like, eventually, you have to have a plan of attack, and the plan of attack has to happen between September and January. It cannot happen after Mania. How can it?
4 months.
And so you think they're going to put the Hurt Business 2.0 to take the place of the Bloodline?
They're going to attempt to put them somewhere close.
Well, now the story. Now listen, in his defense, we've got till Mania for the Hurt Business to matter. If we're talking the way he's trying to sell the story, we've got till Mania because the Bloodline should be done by Mania. Should be done. Roman should be dethroned at Mania by Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 40 in Philly. And that should be the end of the Bloodline. Roman's going to have several months off. We won't see him for a while. So that leaves the void of who's that heel stable on SmackDown that's going to run the place. You know how we run the place.
Yep.
We don't know if they're going to be called Hurt Business, but it'll be Big Money Bob and the Street Profits as of right now. I can see that happening, but not until we get back to April. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
all right, fair enough.
All right. We going
fair enough. Yo, we're almost at 3 hours and we got to preview All In, man.
I mean, I think we're gonna be quick.
This will be quick, but we got to make our picks. We got to record our picks because we got to see who's gonna hit the lottery on this one.
Let me get rid of the SummerSlam one here.
We got to see what Prof is thinking for his favorite.
We don't book these because they're gonna add 5 more matches to this.
So
card.
for where we're at now, correct. So where we're at now, because we know this is not the final card. There's gonna be another 20 matches announced before we get there.
All right. So let me get my journalist in, I guess. So what we're talking about now is All In on August 27th, 2023 in London, England at Wembley Stadium. The tagline for this one is the biggest event in wrestling history. AEW presents All In or All In London at Wembley Stadium. As of right now, we have 8 matches for the card. 1 considered a pre-show match. It is going to kick off the show. We know that for a fact now. It is for the ROH Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championships. Aussie Open will defend their titles against MJF and Adam Cole. Also a tag team title match for the AEW World Tag Team Championship. FTR will take on the Young Bucks.
In the rubber match.
Yeah. In a 4-way for the AEW Women's World Championship. Hikaru Shida will take on Toni Storm, Saraya, and Dr. Britt Baker. Do it with me now, y'all. DMD. Thank you, y'all. Appreciate you.
Not everything.
And wow, 3rd match, tag team coffin match. Darby Allin and Sting will take on Mogul Embassy of AR Fox and Swerve Strickland with Prince Nana. I'll hold my thoughts on that. Six-man tag team match. The Golden Elite of Kota Ibushi, Kenny Omega, and Hangman Adam Page will take on Bullet Club Gold, Juice Robinson and Jay White, and Konosuke Takeshita, who will have Don Callis in his corner. Are you ready for more? Are you ready for more multi-man matches? Because I am.
Free Juice, go ahead.
Free Juice. You're gonna get a Free Juice shirt.
Yo, Free Juice Robinson needs to needs to be put somewhere where they can be used properly. Free
Juice.
Him.
Free Juice till it's backwards.
Facts.
All right. If you didn't have enough multi-person tag team, people matches, here's another one. Eddie Kingston, Orange Cassidy, and Best Friends and the Lucha Brothers will take on Blackpool Combat Club, which is Jon Moxley, Claudio Castagnoli, and Wheeler Yuta, and 3 to be announced mystery opponents.
Who is doing 6-on-6?
Let me finish. In a stadium stampede match.
I know who.
Okay. Don't hold it now. We'll ask there. We'll get there. Will Ospreay will take on Chris Jericho in a singles match. And the main event of the evening right now is MJF versus Adam Cole for the AEW World Championship. Thoughts, fellas, real quick? Any thoughts? Matter of fact, I'll do this. Ian, Professor, match you want to see the most?
Am I being honest?
No,
Yes.
lie to us.
None of them. I don't want to say
Not
anything.
one single one. Okay.
Oh, really?
Vern, match you want to see the most?
FTR and not even, because I mean I really don't care. Okay, that's not true. I want to see the match. FTR and the Young Bucks. If I had to pick one,
Actually, no. I'll pick the coffin match. I want to see
Okay.
Sting. I want to see Sting try to kill himself again.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Go ahead, whatever.
I'm just yeah. Because part of me is like, I hate that they're doing the rubber match now, because it doesn't mean anything anymore. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine challenge you to a fight, Frank, when we were in the 6th grade. And then as
we're in 9th
30-year-olds, and then as 30-year-olds
Fight.
being like, yo, Frank, remember that fight in 6th grade where you get in? Now, because I feel like you would look at me and go, we got into a fight in this. What are you talking about?
I'm a grown man. I have my daughter with me. Leave me alone.
That's
That's what I tell you.
And that's what
Leave
I'm saying,
me
right? You would just be
alone.
like, or you would tell me, right? Or you would say, I don't know, Vern, you kind of should have challenged me to this fight. I don't know. 20 years ago?
Yeah.
So this match between I want to see it because I just want to see the 3rd match of the series, right?
Sure.
But I've already seen a better trilogy. FTR versus the
Briscoes.
Briscoes was better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all know that. And
But-
it took a lot less time than this one is.
I know it's not going to get 5.5 stars, so I don't know.
It's going to get 7.5 stars. Are you
It starts
serious?
It starts
Okay.
at 5.
So
Okay,
I want to
hold on.
see. I want to see it. I want to see it get to the conclusion. But I guess part of me is just like, man, the Bucks won, right? So if the Bucks wanted to make sure that if they had to take the L, no one would care, they succeeded. Because who cares about a rubber match 3 years later with no build? And I know people are going to tell me, "Oh, the build is already there." No, it's not. Not everyone lives on the. Not everyone.
Long.
Not everyone remembers. Oh, the bangers they had. Not everyone remembers that, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
WWE has,
problem.
unfortunately, that kiddie wrestling has conditioned me to care about the stuff people are talking about in the ring or the things that I can remember. And not everybody has minds like we do and watches every other random thing on YouTube or every other random thing that was put out there.
Yeah.
So that you can go, oh my goodness.
If I have to go through 13 hoops to follow your story,
Bro.
I'm not doing that. If I gotta
All
go
of
to eight platforms just to figure out what's going on in your story, I'm not doing that. I should be able to tune in every week on Wednesday and Saturday and figure out the story.
And
Instead
to the
of going,
level of
when did they
fan-
start fighting each other?
To the level of fan that when Adam Cole and MJF hugged, and Adam Cole hugged MJF and did this, put his fist on his back, and the amount of think pieces that I read the next day about how that's a callback to when MJF, when Adam Cole was on NXT and he
With
did it in
Roddy
Ring of
Strong.
Honor, and it's how he stabbed his friend in the back. And I was just like, okay, so
It's a hug.
clearly this fan base does the mental gymnastics for you.
Yeah.
But as a non-basement member, I don't see it,
bro. It's ridiculous.
so FTR and the Young Bucks, I want to see the match because I just want to see it over. But I wish this match would have happened before. Wasn't Brawl Out when those idiots went after when they invented the 6-man and these idiots went on that whole thing that they refused to give the Bucks the 3rd match.
Yep.
They refused to give FTR that 3rd match. So yeah, so it's like I'm glad this is happening, but it just feels like, okay, let's just get it over with now. Like, yo,
this is only happening because of Wembley. That's why it's happening.
Yeah.
this is 100% that, like, yo,
Let's do good business because it's our biggest card.
correct, right? You're asking your parents, can I go? And finally they're like, yes. And there's like, yeah, well, it's over now, but thanks for saying yes. Now that thing's over. And I guess I'll go with 10 minutes left of the movie. I can walk in now. Like, great.
Yeah.
So
that's kind of
I want that's the match I'm looking forward to, but I also will say that's the match that I hate the most because I feel like all the steam that could have been there is gone.
It's gone.
And the way they set it up with just stare down, all in.
That was the WrestleMania point. That was the Undertaker Triple H WrestleMania point. That
was it.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
And it's just, I'm sorry. You're not Undertaker Shawn Michaels. You're not The Rock and John Cena. You can't just point to the sign and tell me 1 year from now we're going to be the main event, and I'm hyped for it. MJF, Adam Cole.
It doesn't work that way.
I have not cared less about the world title since this moment.
I've hated.
Can I tell you guys what I'm looking forward to?
What's the match you're looking forward to? Yes,
everything.
I'm looking forward to the opening match and the main event.
Why?
Because how they're going to tell the story and see if they actually give us heel versus babyface. That's all I want to see. Can AEW deliver and give you a world title main event with a definitive heel and a definitive babyface?
No.
They did it with Brian. No, did they do it with Bryan Danielson and MJF in their Iron Man match?
Yeah, they did.
So, okay, they can. Can they do it in this story and how they're going to get there?
No.
Is Cole going to be the heel?
Cole has to be the heel.
I think he will be.
Yeah.
Before the end of that match, the opening match, I think something's going to happen in that match where it makes Cole the heel. I think that's what something like that happens.
Wasn't you who were saying before, right? Cole joins the embassy or joins the kingdom.
No, that's crazy. Those guys aren't over enough to be on TV all the time.
But also, I want you to look at the promotion we're talking about.
I know that's the scary part because you're probably going to be correct. That's the scary part. You said that, and next week they're going to be the Mogul Embassy.
Because think about why they keep showing the Kingdom and Roderick Strong. Eventually, Roger's gonna either screw Adam and them in the opening or get involved in the main event. It's gonna involve. It's not gonna be a straight match. Let's start from there. It's gonna be hokey. It's gonna be nonsense.
Our main event.
It's not gonna be a straight one-on-one match.
Really?
You think
so?
Don't
think so?
It can't be.
Why not?
Because if that's the case, and if it's face versus face, firstly, it's Tony Khan. Let's start from there. Because Mr. Khan.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Khan. Sir. If it is a straight up face versus heel match with a if this is Cody and Brock, okay. Tell them if Cody and Brock, I got it. But the build up to it is not giving me Cody and Brock vibes. I'm sorry.
Remember, this is your world title storyline.
Yeah,
Guys are best friends.
Yeah, in the back. Yeah,
your world title storyline's a joke.
Can I?
No.
Chime in just 1 second. I don't want to cut you off. Just to add to what Franny just said, the number one most viewed segments. MJF.
I believe it.
On every show that features MJF Adam Cole, it's the highest rated segment. That's all I want to
That's why they printed those t-shirts.
Prof,
I get it.
Go ahead, Prof.
I get it. I chuckled at some of their stuff. I've chuckled at some of their stuff. But go ahead.
There was a group. There were two people, Shawn Michaels and Stone Cold. There's a great match I had in May of '97, episode of Raw against Heart Foundation. Right?
I probably watched that recently. Jesus
Christ. It's an amazing match. And then when they won the titles, it was amazing. This is not Michaels and Austin.
No,
this is not Rock and Mankind. This is not Candy and Bryan.
This ain't the two-man power trip.
But this is that a lot of people were comparing this to Rock and Mankind.
And they're idiots. But the thing about it is that it was Rock and Mankind. They both were fakes.
They're idiots. I love that.
And also idiots. Rock and Mankind were two over stars. Adam Cole is not as over as they want me to believe. I'm sorry.
And MJF will never be The Rock. So
and MJF every week I don't know. You're cutting these promos and stuff, and like I'm going into it confused. I don't know what's gonna happen, and that's not what I want. What I think they're trying to do is give me unpredictability. That's fine. I like unpredictability, but it has to make sense at some point.
Just remember
Wembley.
This story. I could have said that. SummerSlam '92. I just saw that. This story started as them just berating each other. MJF sounding like an internet troll, then them working to a draw, and then having an announcement where they were a tag team, and then they were friends.
It doesn't make sense. And my thing is what Vern is saying. This is your world title. This
world title story.
If MJF and Adam Cole didn't have the titles, and it's just two idiots doing it, I'm fine with that. Whatever. It's your main event.
It'd be a funny storyline. It'd be a comedy storyline, but it is the main storyline of your major pay-per-view of the what's it called? Of the I'm gonna read it again.
Biggest-
The biggest event in wrestling history.
So
Your
think,
main title storyline is a joke.
I think that if MJF wins, MJF cannot. I don't know. It's my thing. We end WrestleMania. You end on a high note.
Sure.
If MJF wins, how is that a high note?
Because
MJF
Adam Cole's the heel.
MJF, any match that MJF has had, he has not definitively beat someone.
He never wins clean, right?
He never wins clean, but he's the babyface. How does that work?
He's got because
He's
Adam
not the
Cole's
babyface.
turning heel. Adam Cole's turning heel. MJF will be the babyface in Wembley. And if he didn't write it, I'd be shocked.
How's the babyface win using heel tactics?
Hulk Hogan.
Oh,
Brother.
get out! Leave me alone.
Terry, brother.
Are we lying though? Am I lying?
Which Hulk Hogan are you talking about? Which Hulk Hogan? Which version?
Daggone the Hogan from the 80s. He was such
Brother.
a heel. He was
Brother.
such a heel, yet he was still a baby face. Raking the eyes, raking the back. He did all heel stuff.
All right, we gotta do these predictions so we can get the hell on out of here.
Oh.
We'll let Prof go first. Go ahead,
Go ahead,
Prof.
Prof. Let's go.
Do you have the card in front of you? Do you need me to link it to you?
Link it to me.
I will send you the Wikipedia so you can be good to go. Oh, question for y'all.
Shoot.
While he gets this link. What is the over-under? Over-under on 5-star matches, but rated by
Over.
Dave Meltzer.
Over.
Let's say this card winds up with 15 matches. That's what I'm thinking. We're at 8 right now. I think there'll be 4 pre-show and then 11 main card. So let's say 15 matches. Let's just say that. How many do you think Dave is rating 5 stars or over?
I got 5. I think Dave gives 5 matches 5 stars.
FTR Bucks already have 5.
Yep.
Aussie Open and MJF and Adam Cole will have 5 on the pre-show. MJF, Adam Cole, the championship match, will have it.
5 is the main
Ospreay,
event.
Jericho will have it. That's
5.
4 already.
Wait. And you're forgetting another obvious one.
Oh, the Golden Elite with Kota Ibushi, right?
No.
Yes.
No.
The
Stadium Stampede.
Stampede
5
match.
stars.
That's going to get 5 stars as well. So that's 6 already out of the 8 we just have already right now. So
And as joking as that may sound, I think we
He's
got our
going
we
to.
are. This is going to be, according to Dave, I'm calling it right now. Dave's gonna, Prof, you're gonna have to come back and tell us how Dave said this was the single greatest night for professional wrestling in the history of our sport. And he quoted Tony
the
Schiavone, and he just kept
collective-
saying it unironically.
The collective semen that's going to come out of this basement on August 27th is going to be ridiculous.
All right, I got the card in front of me. This won't take me long at all.
Get your predictions on. Remember, I'm typing. Don't go too fast.
I'm going with the risk. I think that no, let me be logical. If it's storyline wise, the opener of the pre-show of Aussie Open and MJF Adam Cole, I'm going Aussie Open.
Okay.
FTR Young Bucks trilogy, I'm going FTR.
Sure. That's not a bad pick.
4-way for the women's title, risky. I'm going Saraya.
Really? Okay.
I'm going Saraya. And Darby Allin, Sting, Mogul MC. I'm going Mogul MC.
Really?
For the
Yes.
upset.
Really?
I think that Sting might take the L.
Really? Toss in a coffin? Done that way?
Darby, you think Darby's gonna lose in his match?
But put Sting in the coffin? Sting's
I don't
done
know.
for?
I don't know.
Joker Sting ain't going nowhere anytime.
All I'm saying is
but
no
no,
yap.
I might be wrong.
No yap. I think Sting. I
No
think
yap.
Joker Sting comes out and says no yap.
If it's
Then
Joker,
Hogan
if
drops
it's
it.
Joker Sting, I'm wrong. Next one, obvious. Golden Elite will go over on the Bullet Cup Gold. I bet that is either going to be Juice or Takeshita taking the pin. Most
It's gonna
likely
be Juice.
Hasly.
It'll be
Yeah.
Juice.
Most likely
He's
Juice.
the better of the two.
Coda's gonna hit him with
Free
something
juice,
ridiculous.
free juice. Can Jay White miss his flight? Please, Jay White, miss your flight.
I don't think
Please
so.
miss your flight. Don't be allowed in the country.
He's probably there already.
Oh.
Stadium Stampede match. I'm going.
We should just skip that one.
I'm going the Eddie Kingston group.
I'm
Okay,
gonna just put
wait.
Team Eddie. Put
So
Team
qu-
Eddie.
I didn't see this build.
Oh,
Do
you
you
didn't
guys
ask
think it's
to.
going to be like the first Stadium Stampede where
No.
they're
Does
going to
it
record it
matter?
on the cameras and they're just going to walk in like
That was
like they were just
pandemic style,
fighting?
wasn't it?
What was that?
Wasn't that in the
wasn't it
pandemic
Stadium
Stadium
Stampede?
Stampede?
That was one of them. Not the first
Right,
one.
where Sammy and them like just came out of nowhere, still wearing the same clothes, like Piper did with
Goldust.
right Piper did with Goldust, like the brawl.
They
You
can't do
think
that.
they're gonna film it and they're just gonna do it a few days later? No,
They have to do it
No.
live. It's in what?
It's in Wembley. They're gonna fight around that big old stadium. Yeah, they are.
And they're gonna bleed too. A
Yeah,
lot
they
of
are.
blood.
Oh, I mean, Moxie's gonna get punched in the head once.
Bro, you think they're gonna do? It's a 12-man match.
So what?
Yeah, they can make
You
it
saw
work.
Anarchy in the arena. You saw Anarchy in the arena. What's the Stadium Stampede match anyway? What's the difference?
Same thing, isn't it the same thing?
No,
Right.
but yes,
Because it's just in a bigger place because it's a stadium.
Yeah.
Stadium Stampede.
Wait, I think the difference is the stadium has to finish in the ring, though. No, isn't it? Wasn't that the stipulation? It has to end in the ring.
Because Kenny beat Sammy Guevara, putting him through I think a table outside.
Oh God, I forgot about that. Yeah, when he jumped off the football thing. Oh, off the goalpost.
Yeah.
You remember that, bro? He gave him the tiger. He gave him the feet.
One-way angle.
Was it? Oh, I thought it was the Michinoku driver.
Nope.
Wow.
I'm glad I didn't see that nonsense.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
But I'm going.
My eyelids from burning off. Number 7, what you got?
I'm going age group. Number 7. I'm going where they're in Wembley. I'm going Jericho.
Yeah.
Jericho. Yeah.
As much as I want to pretend
Jericho just went babyface, so
yeah.
this Jericho's first run is babyface in AEW.
When he had that boysenberry dripping off his forehead. Come on, man.
He definitely took a bottle of grape jelly and just went,
He had that. Come on, man. He was like pancakes. Nah, boysenberry, real quick, and his pancake on.
I'm mad you said boysenberry.
And the main event, I mean, MJF.
You've been IHOP too much.
Yeah.
MJF what?
MJF, Adam Cole. As much as people think, I don't care. MJF.
Okay.
I don't know how he gets there, but most like MJF.
All right, Vern, you are up. Thank you, Ian.
I'm gonna go with Ian on that one. I think Aussie Open retains because I think you have to get something to give that heat for the main.
You hope.
FTR.
You will hope.
Hey.
FTR.
You know what? I think Tony Storm takes it for 3.
Okay.
Just because I think that the gimmick and everything, I think Tony Storm takes it. Number 4, Stingmon. No way Stingmon is losing. Yeah. Stingmon and Darby, it's their match. I don't see, as Prof pointed out to us, I don't see Darby giving away his gimmick match and losing at it. Don't see it happening.
True.
5, the Golden Elite's gonna win.
Yeah, obviously.
6, the Black. Come on, the BCC is gonna win. Why is even a conversation?
BCC with the ringers.
Yeah, BCC with whoever. BCC and 3 Japanese guys.
Oh yeah, who is it? Who is it?
Jeff Jarrett, Jay Lethal, and Satnam Singh.
Yo,
right.
Give me them.
Number 7, Will Ospreay, Jericho.
Hold on.
What?
He's on to something. Weren't they just all involved in the same story? Oh my God! It's Jarrett Lethal and Satnam Singh.
What?
Oh my God!
What I want.
They were all involved in the same story just now. And Eddie came out for that. Oh my God! The whole Texas Chainsaw. Oh my Lord!
Eddie came out for that?
No, Eddie came out for the whole thing afterwards. After
I walked away, so I don't know.
Oh my God! These dudes are getting jumped.
It's either them or the House of Black, but it's not House of Black.
No, it won't be House of Black.
By default, it's gonna be either 3.
I think it's gonna be 3. I think it's 3 New Japan guys.
I'm going Jarrett, Satnam, and Jericho.
Okay. I think it'll be 3. Either way, Blackpool Combat Club wins. They're not gonna lose.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I don't know. Didn't they win? And didn't they win the Backlot Brawl?
Yeah. The Backlot Brawl, parking lot brawl.
They lost Anarchy in the Arena, didn't they?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Yeah, you know what? We'll go with the obvious one. Blackpool take it because whatever.
Yep.
Jericho's gonna beat Will Ospreay because Jericho.
Sure.
And MJF retains.
Also, I want to add to my thing that Jericho will return back to Wembley as the Lionheart, the sole survivor of Stu Hart's dungeon. Thank you.
Oh God. I'll put Lionheart Jericho.
Thank
All right,
you.
I guess I gotta make some gimmick. I guess I gotta make some picks, huh?
What are you saying, Frank?
Gonna wear the black. Let's see. So yeah, I have to go Aussie Open here because, like I said, I believe this is where Cole does something where he's heel going into the main event. I'm going Young Bucks. I'm going opposite of you guys. I'm going Young Bucks. Their company, their biggest show.
They're petty.
Bucks are over.
Okay, keep going. I forgot about a potential match that might be added to the card.
You guys are all crazy talking about Saraya and Tony Storm.
Don't do it.
DMD. Let's get it. Number 4.
She technically now is 46-4.
And she's gonna be 50-4 by the time she gets to London and wins, because she doesn't lose, brother. That's just what it is.
You know what? I hate that. But you're not wrong.
Keep your pick.
Yeah, I know.
Got different ones there.
You're not
I like
wrong.
that. Number 4, I'm with you, Vern. Darby Sting.
Stingmon. It's not Sting. It's Stingmon. It's the Stingmon.
Stingmon.
And Hulkamania. Come on, Hulkamania. You got to come on back, Hulkamania.
I love it, man.
Yeah, Golden Elite. As much as I want to say anybody else, Kenny Omega's not losing to Wembley. Let's see here. This match is nonsense. Do I have to pick? This one?
Yes. Mox is not losing at Wembley.
I mean, look at who they're working. Kingston, Cassidy, best friends, and the Lucha Brothers. Such a ragtag group of dudes. And then it's going to be them 3 and 3 randos. Like
Jeff Jarrett.
Oh, my God.
I would love it.
I'm going to pick Ospreay. I'm going to go the opposite of you guys. I'm going Ospreay.
Waste of time.
Yeah, I'm with him. I don't see Jericho doing that.
I don't see Jericho again. I don't see Jericho losing either. I'm just gonna be different. Pick Ospreay.
And remember, Jericho has a 10-year contract, so Jericho's not going anywhere.
If Jericho wrestles,
he has a 10-year contract.
2033.
Yeah.
If my daughter is a teenager in high school and he is still wrestling, Jesus
Why not?
Christ, Ram Jam, seriously. And I got MJF in the main. What was it?
Also, I know we have been mentioned, but this Saturday on Collision it'll be confirmed. CM Punk versus Samoa Joe for the real world championship, in which I'm going with Petty Punk.
Agreed.
That's gonna be a match. You said why? That happened on
Collision. Samoa Joe's been telling taped,
right?
Yeah, and Samoa Joe's been telling CM Punk to challenge me for the real world title. Blah blah.
Okay,
blah,
so you want to add that match? We'll add it since we know it.
And
so you're going Punk.
Come on,
you
baby.
Guys are both going Punk.
All day.
Hey, we know you stand with Punk, Vern.
Yeah.
All right, just for that, I'm going with my guy Joe.
Punk. I stand with
Samoa Joe is not winning the real world title.
He's not. I'll go with Punk. Fine. He's not. It's Punk's gimmick. He's not going to lose that belt. That wouldn't make sense. Yeah, it wouldn't make sense. Yeah,
Hollywood wouldn't lose the belt. Match number 1. Hollywood's not taking that belt off.
Yeah, no, he's not losing that belt.
I can't wait. So Punk shows up to the building and they go, "Oh, so Punk, you're putting over Joe," and he goes, "Brother, he doesn't have a tan. I can't lose that guy. Doesn't tan."
You expect me to lose it?
You expect me to lose that guy? Doesn't tan? Come on, man.
All right, went a little long, even though I said we were doing good on time. Then we hit SummerSlam.
It's all good, man.
Long. So first thing we got to do is thank the professor.
Prof,
again.
Big ups to you, my guy. Appreciate you coming on.
Thank you, sir.
Sharing some insight. Yo, so what do you say? Post All In. I think we got to see if we can get all 4 of us on, because we got to talk about the show, because this
it might be tough.
This show can either. Oh, true. Yeah, his
new job starting back up for him. So we'll see.
True. All right, we'll see.
But no, yeah, this is going to be the biggest event in pro wrestling history. We got to be there to witness it.
I'm there. What August what?
27th. August 20th. Don't do that. Don't do that. You know the date.
But the follow.
The next show. The next show will be the 30th. Yeah.
I'm available.
Okay.
Right,
we'll be there.
So then, in the spirit of that, my friend, the pencil.
No, we can't wear the pencil yet. We got to say bye to Mr.
Oh, Yo, my bad. Yeah, true.
Yeah. So put me out and do your super little thing, your pencil, and do all that. Yeah, all right.
All right. Yep. See ya. Bye. All right. So here we go. We're done now. Wave that pencil, Vern. The music is playing. Music is playing.
Shout out to Prof. Appreciate you coming on, man.
Yep. Absolutely great. Another great show. Episode 39. It's been a little long, but
episode 39. Yes, and remember, you can check us out audio-wise on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Radio Public, and that's it.
Well, not yet.
Oh, not yet.
Stitcher still live. For 13 days.
And Stitcher still live for 13 more days.
Yeah, the next time we do episode 40 will be the death of Stitcher. We'll do a funeral, we'll do the eulogy, and all that good stuff. I hope you write a good eulogy, sir.
Word. And in today's episode, since it was a 3-man booth, we'll call it the three-way dance.
Three-way dance?
Let's get it.
We're calling it three-way dance. I didn't have a name for it, so we're calling it the three-way dance. I like it. All right, wave that pencil again. It's been waving for my wait. This has been another episode of the Pay Window Podcast on the Sandbox Podcast Network.
I'm going to cut you off.
I see it. Prop just in the chat.
Why not Slumberslam?
It's Slumberslam.
It's Slumberslam. Prop just for you, idiot, because you interrupted us in our daggone outro.
Yep. Thanks, buddy. It's Slumberslam. All right, this has been episode number 39, Slumberslam, on the Sandbox Podcast Network. This is the Pay Window Podcast for my man, Vernon Somoza. Touch it. I'm going the wrong way, always. Wow. Champion. I am me. He is them. No, he is he. What? I am me. He is him. We are they. Say peace, Vern.
Peace, Vern.
I'm mad I messed that up. I haven't messed that up in months. We're out of here.